do my main little show, I'm just gonna do this little brief little joint right here. Yeah, give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna share. So what this blogger did was, I'll wait till some people get in here, but I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's rocking out. I'll wait till some people get in here, but I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's rocking out. Let me just get some people in here. A replay. I'm just sharing this. Just give me 2 seconds and I will be right with you. Because I want to talk about this particular blog people, and that's what I mean. A lot of people out here pimping the vibes. A lot of people out here pimping or whatever to get cash apps, to get views, to satisfy their what we call it, their AdSense and everything like that, right? So, and y'all pardon me, I'm sick. I was out in the deep wee hours in Brooklyn, so y'all give me a second. That's why I'm kind of congested, and, you know what I mean? So y'all bear with me, I'm a little sick. But let me start from here. So Jay-Z, he's just recently filed a motion with Spiro. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the case dismissed, which is allegations from this then 13-year-old girl back in 2000 as the suit was first filed and claimed, not 2003, not 2004, not 2005, and all the conspiracy dates that you have. You see that? And so subsequently in this motion that they filed, there was one aspect that she did mention. The one aspect that she did mention was the dates. See, there's a problem with the dates. There is a law that was very similar to what you call the Adult Survivors Act, but this one is more extension by bylaws of the Child Survivors Act. So they took they took language out of the Child Survivors Act and added it to this other act, which this other act is what they're utilizing to make these suits. This is why this woman can go back 20 years or whatever and make a suit. Problem is, there's a problem with the dates. See, a lot of people don't understand this. You can get a bill passed. I know this from Connecticut and New York. You can get a bill passed, right? But it depends on when they say that bill goes into effect that they passed. Sometimes some bills that get, some bills get rejected in Congress or your local constituencies. But this one right here is a city constituency. It's not a state constituency. She left that out. So basically this law, when it was passed or whatever, this was back, I guess, around 2000 or 99 going into 2000, something like that. But it's the point of when it took effect is when you can then follow along and say, okay, now we're going to sue. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a 3 to 4 or 5 month window before this law actually came into effect. How you doing? Before this law actually came into effect. That's what I want y'all to understand. So Alicia Schmelz, that's what I call her. Lisa Schmelz, because she smells like bullshit. Lisa Schmelz, the problem was with her, she admitted from the conversation the exact amundo of what we were talking about. And that's what I don't like about you. You are very articulate at specifically, and I met girls like you before. I met 1,000 Lisa Schmelz in my life. Trust me when I tell you. I always stay away from them. I don't get along with them because they have a delusional mind, in my opinion. But she very strategically admitted certain points of the conversation, and that's what I didn't like. Now, let me continue so you understand. This is the part that she admitted. She also admitted the fact, not only, matter of fact, hold on one second. I'm going to do y'all one better. I'm going to read it out to you. That way I'm not paraphrasing. I'm not doing any of that. Connecticut commanded, what did you say, Commander Custer? Well, I don't care about that, man. That's some nigga named Adam. We ain't worried about men. You're in the wrong place. You looking for Grindr. That's on the other website. That's what you looking for, boy. They getting ready to come in here. Y'all give me 2 seconds. I'm just looking this up so I can make sure, you know what I mean, that we got this correct. So give me 2 seconds. I want to say exactly the way it's supposed to be said. I don't want to leave out anything. I want to paraphrase anything like that. Because then somebody will come back and say, well, how do we know to trust you? That's okay. I got you. Don't worry about it. Right here, I want to read the exact one I was reading. And when you guys hear this, you're gonna be surprised and understand after you hear what she says. You're gonna be like, okay, well, maybe she's not giving us, you understand what I'm saying? The right information there. So that's the point about it. Now, here's the particulars. And I will use this one right here because, yeah, this is the most, what's the name right here? Yeah, this is the most up to date. Jay-Z's efforts to dismiss a case accusing him of raping a then 13-year-old girl in 2000 have been denied by a judge who also granted Jane Doe accuser the ability to proceed anonymously. Despite efforts from the rap mogul's legal team to have her reveal her identity, Jay-Z, whose real given name is Sean Carter, has vigorously denied the accusations. In an order filed on Tuesday, Judge Annalisa Torres penned a scathing decision condemning Carter's lawyer. Okay, so when we get right here, we want to get to that law, because the law is really what's the issue here. And what Lisa Smells left out of the conversation was this. She left out of the conversation, hold on one second, claims expired deadlines. Yeah, here we go right here. Because that was the one that was a follow-up one for that. Thanks, Javon. Appreciate that. I want to get to the gist of it, because she purposely let it out, because everything she copies is from 5 different websites. I've already picked them out. TMZ is one of them. She goes to Law and Crime. She's very strategic in her manipulation. That's what I say. It's like she's purposely manipulative. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I don't want to read the fluff. I want to read the point. Here we go. Spiro said in court, documents that the lawsuit was filed outside the statute of limitations, as any legal claims of alleged assault eclipse August 2021. And that's for one, right? This is the other thing, and this is what I was telling y'all about. Depending on where she said this happened, and she stays consistent with where she says this happened, this is the bigger point than what Lisa Smells and them told you. Did this happen in the jurisdiction of where this law applies? That's the bigger one. Because if you don't have this law aptly adapted within that time period, not to mention if you don't have this already stalled and whether or not it would happen in New York City or New York State. Now, see, if you don't live here, you don't understand that. There is a certain point in a very short distance where you could end up in New York County or New York City. You understand what I'm saying? You can end up in New York County or New York City. You understand? Now, that short distance is outside of a 20-minute window. That's for one. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way you're going to drive from Midtown Manhattan. I'll say this again. I got this on camera and have a cop backing me up. Okay, if y'all seen that video clip, I'll throw it back up if y'all haven't seen it. I went right to Radio City Music Hall. That's where this was held at. That's the difference between me and other vloggers. These vloggers, they sit in their bedroom and tell you about stuff. I go on location to tell you about stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I see a couple of my other comrades. You know what I mean? But the point I'm getting at here is whether or not this happened in a jurisdiction or where this law is applicable at, if you're not understanding what I'm saying here. And that's the real issue right now. Like I said, y'all excuse me, I'm kind of sick, you know what I mean? But I wanted to do this one because she's not the only vlogger I've seen do that. They will omit facts from the conversation just to make themselves look right. Then she proceeds on and she said, oh, this is a big loss for Jay-Z. She acts like she's having personal interaction with the judge and knows what the judge is talking about. Sweetheart, you don't even live in this area. Now, unless one of the two things here, because I don't like that matter-of-factly shit. Like, let me throw a couple things out here. First of all, sweetheart, you don't know Jay-Z or Diddy. Let's start there. You ain't never been around them. You ain't never been around nobody in the music industry. And if you have, who gives a shit? The point I'm getting at is this. You got to stop lying to them people. You purposely admitted that from the conversation, and it's right here in several articles. I just read it off, and I can go back to it. The facts are two factors. To make your story seem stronger and to keep you in check with your audience, what you did was you admitted or you either outwardly lied. I'm going to say both. Because first of all, you had to know that you was admitting it from the conversation. So outwardly, you took the decision of going ahead and lying. I don't like liars. You can get on here and say whatever you want to about Puff. I don't care. But when you start lying, that was the problem. That was the problem we saw with the Lamisha chick. That was the problem with some people would say we saw with the Andrea chick. You dig what I'm saying? And a host of others that have been on these platforms or whatever, which I think about that other dude, Rocco, too. Because I'm going to get on to you, too, on the tatter end of this. Because I meant to address him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this, too, within this conversation. Shout out to the Ronnie Bo dude. He tapped in with me or whatever. And I tapped back, and you know what I'm saying? And that's what he said. I can figure that. But I wanted to ask you. You understand what I'm saying? So respect to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't agree with everything you're doing. of course, but at the same time, I respect you as a man. That's the biggest thing. Like, we respect each other as men. So I want to tell him, thank you for coming over here, throwing in your, what I'm saying, whatever. I ain't had to go live about it, nothing like that. It's like, you know what I mean? We know, and that's it. I ain't got to explain nothing, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I tapped in to make sure that was spread out, that's what was going on. You understand? So you Gucci. Now, my point is this, man. This woman literally sat right here and admitted this from the conversation, all so she could do one thing, so she could manipulate her audience, in my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? We have a couple other bloggers that are like that. A lot of y'all don't realize this. A lot of these bloggers, they've never been anybody in their whole entire life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them have been basement babies. A lot of them live with their mothers. There's chicks on here got 5 or 6 kids by 3 different men. You know what I'm saying? How they find the time to vlog, I don't know. But a lot of these men and women that get on here, they purposely feed you narratives to get money out of you. And I guess the way y'all mind is wired nowadays, y'all confirm and do what y'all need to do with them. Okay, cool. The thing I don't like about Alicia Smells is she took a different approach today that I can't respect. And that was, you admitted from the conversation. Now, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to read this small segment to you. And when I read this small segment to you, understand. Just go back and listen to a podcast. You understand exactly what I'm saying. And the reason I say I think she knew she did it, because she said, oh, well, whatever. I said, well, why you breeze past that? Because that's the most important part. Why are they filing for a dismissal? Well, they're filing for a dismissal, miss, not just because of the time window, which is very profitable. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I said you shouldn't be talking about laws, especially laws in states you don't live in, because you sound crazy. Where's Javon at? Wait a minute, 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I know I ain't blocked Javon. Y'all give me 1 sec. I damn sure did too. Fuck out of here. Unhide Javon. God damn it. I was trying to, hide that other fucker. Javon, if you see this, come back here. I'm sorry about that. Hola, ¿cómo tú estás? Sorry about that, Javon. I ain't mean to do that to you. If y'all see Javon out in the streets or whatever, tell him I said come back over here. That's my number one motherfucker right there. I definitely didn't mean to what's the name? Do that to him. Memphis Grizzlies, best team in the NBA. All right, that's what's up. Shout out to Memphis. Y'all got some beautiful women down in Memphis. That's a fact. I was just talking about that before. A lot of them girls from Memphis and Mississippi and Alabama, they end up in Chicago a lot of times. Chicago and Indianapolis and shit. All right, so check this out. Spiro said in court documents, Spiro said that in a lawsuit that was filed outside the statute. Then this is about the lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit that the girl filed, she was, claiming whatever happened. I don't need your sub. What I need your sub for? Who are you? Anyway, the lawsuit that it was the girl filed when she was then 13 years old. These are my words right here. Spiro said, and this is what this is pertaining to, an emotion to have this dismissed. So make sure you follow law with me, huh? Spiro said in court documents that the lawsuit was filed outside the statute of limitation, as any legal claims about alleged assault eclipsed an August 2021 deadline. Now go back and wonder back to what I said before. The reason that this is important is because of the statute of limitations, and 2, they're utilizing a law that was put into effect almost similar to the Adult Survivors Act, which Cassie used, which I also did back then. 2 days after she did it, I talked about it. I said the reason they hurried these lawsuits up is because of that. 2 days after it happened, I was on it. Nobody had mentioned about it. In fact, took some people probably like a month before they mentioned about it. Good afternoon, sir. Would you be so kind to say, no, I won't be so kind to say none of that shit. Like, it'd be some weirdos. Some of y'all guys that are weirdos like that, y'all need to get yourself together. For real, man. Y'all got too much time on your hand. There be niggas on here at 4 o'clock in the morning writing funny shit. Anyway, Spiro said in court documents that the lawsuit was filed outside the statute of limitations, as any legal claims to alleged assault eclipsed that August 2021 deadline. Okay, we're now in 2025, if y'all ain't following. Bosby told TMZ in a statement Monday, there are technical arguments being made and the law is clearly on our side and the side of the alleged victims. The law is well settled that we are correct. He subsequently told Daily Mail, Mr. Spiro likes to send a lot of letters, blah, 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 blah. But the fact is there's another point to this case. And that point is this. Did this happen in a jurisdiction or circumference of the demographics which make up New York City versus New York County, New York State. Now, if you live here, you know this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, for example, I heard old boy talking about, and I've been out to the Hamptons, son. So I knew a lot of the shit you were saying was capped like a motherfucker. I've met dudes like you out there, Fisher's Island, Martha's at the Vineyard. I've been up there at the Vineyard, shit, fucking 3-4 times. The president and them be up there, don't you know? We had friends that had places up there. One particular friend of mine, Michelle, I went up there and spent the whole fucking weekend with her and her family. I know these places. You get to them by the ferries. So where I used to live at, you could catch the ferry to Fisher's Island. Anybody from NL in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. You used to catch a ferry from Fisher's Island or whatever. Just to give you an example, the owner of Kmart, his mansion was on Fisher's Island. And then you could catch another ferry. You could go out to East and West Hampton. I'm breaking this up because what I'm trying to tell you is, even though there's all say New York, they're all different jurisdictions of New York. Some are considered New York State, some are considered New York City. New York City and New York State are very, very different. So if a law is passed in New York City versus New York State, it has two different implications. You understand what I'm saying? One could be justified to use in New York City, where one may not be eradicated, could be overridden by a state judge. Get it? So that's my point here. This chick, she ain't know what the fuck she was talking about, but she produces it like she is the know on the soul of everything Diddy and Jay-Z. And that shit is weird at this point. I'm like, yo, shorty, you sit in your room all day. And the only thing you do is go to news reports and regurgitate what you read on the news reports, and you try to pretend like she's the one that's got the information. No, she's going to 5 sources. Listen, I'm going to give them to you, so that way I can go over there and check them, go donate your money to them. I'd rather they get the money. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. Listen. God, because niggas is on some fuck shit on here. So I said, yeah, they don't want me to get on some fuck shit. I get on some fuck shit. I'm like, and my shit is different. You know what I'm saying? What you said? She sent me a video of her getting crushed and I posted it on YouTube. Yeah, man, I don't care about all that, bro. Like, don't be writing shit like that in my chat room. You get one time, man, because I ain't never seen you before. Don't write no shit like that in my chat room. We ain't gonna talk about sexually assaulting her. None of that shit like that. It ain't even that deep. Yeah, people was looking at, yeah, you gotta go, B. You gotta go. You gotta go. The nigga, we not even on that. You know what I'm saying? We not even on that. We don't talk about chicks like that over here. We ain't talking about, like, that goes against the grain of even the conversation I'm having about Jay-Z. Y'all arguing about that, but you want to promote doing something to Alicia Smells? Nah, we ain't doing that, son. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. It ain't that deep. This is a discussion. It ain't that deep. I want something to happen to her. I want something to happen to her. I want something to happen to her. Like, what kind of sicko nigga is that? These are people you got in the culture. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you got to be very careful what you tell these motherfuckers. That's what I'm trying to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you only gonna get but so many chances before you get this one motherfucker to just be like, yo, what? You said what? You did what? Huh? And they're gonna come after you full force. And I'm trying to warn her. I'm really trying to warn her, like, sweetheart, you got kids and shit. I done looked at your resume. You got kids and shit. Even though you don't talk about it, you got kids, right? Right. All right, so you know what I'm saying? Think about their future and keeping toast to the bag. It's only gonna be for so long. And a lot of these wargers gonna be able to continue to have these conversations. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's only gonna be for so long. These folks continue to have these conversations, and then things are going. Let me put it this way: niggas are preoccupied right now, and that's all I tell you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all point at Jaguar Wright say she gonna be the. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. And when I brought her to it, it's like, see, a lot of people don't give me credit for what I'm getting, and she'll tell you this. It was me that really put the surface on what was going on at the time. And I was like, yo, shorty is saying, so I'm talking about, it's not online. Y'all talking about the YouTube community. I'm not talking about the YouTube community. Her and I don't come from the YouTube community. YouTube wasn't even alive and kicking when we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, we're the only two from the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? We have friends in the music industry still. I know she does. I know I do. We even know some of the same people. The point is, within my circle is Bad Boy Entertainment. And so when I say this, I say, okay, we had discussions about her, whatever, early. You understand what I'm saying? And the problem was, I bought them up. Anybody gonna tell you that? Niggas really didn't know. I bought it up. And I said, yo, shorty over here, and then it, transgress. I ain't here to bad on her nothing. This is just the history. This is just history. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, you don't like it. But it is what it is. I'm talking about amongst minds. Wasn't Gene Deal. Gene Deal wasn't talking to nobody other bad boy no more. He even tell you that. Where you, Gene? Big Midwest, what's up? I don't like how a lot of niggas been talking about Big Midwest like he wasn't there. Like, that should be funny to me. How's he know? That nigga was around. He wasn't around during my period, but he was around briefly, but like at the beginning. So we always heard about Big Gene. We always heard about Wolf and Order, but them niggas have been around for like 5 years before we even showed up, and even before then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we like the third, fourth tier bad boy niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? To be real honest with you, we like the third, fourth tier out of like 7 tiers, 8 tiers maybe. I think got past like the fourth tier, it got corny because like it wasn't the same people no more. And like, this is my personal opinion. It wasn't the same people no more. It just didn't have the same bite. Everything became kind of a little too polished for a minute, and the music lacked from where it was, in my personal opinion. I think there was a lot of weak efforts put out. I think Cassie's mixtapes was one of the most, the second joint she came out with. I'm not talking about her album, but could have been Love and all that. Who, by the way, that's day 26's song. Just to let y'all know. I'm just taking a brief pause because I want to let y'all know that. That song was originally day 26's song. I know nobody believe me, but I'm telling you, that's one for you right there. That song, must been love, that originally was day 26's song. You understand what I'm saying? It was positioned to them before anybody. I ain't got to hear that from nobody and nothing. I didn't played it on this motherfucker before. I ain't playing it now because then they demonetize your video now, and I just don't have people support me. So, it is what it is. But um, who else had a weak effort at that time? Because I promoted these albums. That's what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. That effort was so weak, it was put on thatpiff.com. I remember that. And then there was another one. There was a real weak effort. I'm trying to think. But the last period would say that was Diddy Dirty Money album. I definitely say that. That was a great project to sit there and promote. And I'm trying to think what else I would put in there. That it was another group too that popped out of the way. I'm trying to think. Give me a second, try to think. I'm having a brain fart right now. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, I appreciate it, B. You know what I'm saying? But it was like the consistency of the music had lost its flair a little bit. That's what I say. Anyway, back to Alicia Smells, right? Still hits, but it wasn't that same slap because I was around that period when we was running things, Peaches and Cream with 112 and damn, it was a whole Let's Get It with G Dep, the Shine movement, the Black Rob Woe movement was a whole movement for itself. The G Dep movement had everybody this like I remember that period. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there for it. It was in the clubs, everything with these niggas. That's why I said like I like to know this shit and then niggas is talking about, oh, what happened at these backdoor parties and people is coming up. I heard a chick today, I forgot what her name is. I think she's gonna be in that documentary coming up. And she was like, yeah. And they had the transcript up so I could read it. She was like, yeah, we were at a party and he had somebody come up to me. He had people scouting out in the audience, and they asked me if I wanted to come to a party, and my girlfriend went. Instead, I didn't go, and my girlfriend said she had a terrible experience, and she didn't want to talk about it after over 25 fucking years. I said, so all these chicks was just willing to wipe that out of their head. Like, ain't nobody come at that moment and say, yo, this happened to me. Nobody. That's why this shit look weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, in 2020, you was just ready to wipe it under the rug. Well, I got taken advantage of. Oh, hold up, there's some money involved. That's what that sounds like to me, but any fucking way. Long story short here. There's a lot of these vloggers that are out here. And then I just showed you what Lisa Smells. Lisa Smells, you gotta stop doing that shit. All right, you too old to be doing that. Like, that's another thing too. Be wary of these vloggers, right? Like, look, I know I'm an old ass nigga. I know I look good though, right? But I'm an old ass nigga now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these vloggers that be giving you this projection that they like 20, 21 years old. Like she talks like this, oops, and if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, I'm like, how the fuck could somebody over, you know what I'm saying, 20, 25 years old listen to that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that shit. So like when I hear that shit, I'm just like, okay. And she starts at every show like that. And I guess she calls that branding to that like that. It's like this merge between this 14-year-old. Let me explain it like this. It's like this merge as far as material is concerned with this over 60, like I'm gonna say 55 through 65 crowd trying to merge with the 20 and 30 somethings. And what happens is the 20 and 30 somethings, they not hip, they ain't out here, they ain't cool. And so things ain't the same way they used to be. And so a lot of people don't understand, a lot of these kids is nerds. Like they nerds, you know what I mean? And it's no disrespect, but that's what y'all, you're nerd. And so that's where they come with all this articulate shit. Like, you take about 15, 20 years of the game, what no niggas stand on the corner and be like, well, and particularly like somebody like particular vloggers out here, they would have went and seen you. Like for real, like somebody would have, he said, what about me? You know what I mean? And so like they didn't have the cameras protecting them. They didn't have, I could get up and divulge a narrative on YouTube and push it and then have everybody like, huh, he's after me, they're after me, and get everybody to rally behind them. It kind of goes back to the preschool or middle school. I say middle school. Like you get that one person that would be in the crowd or be in the the breezeway. He be in the breezeway and he's always out there trying to start shit with people, whatever, whatever. And then one day you catch his ass. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all just like, just lumping him up, right? And all of a sudden he run and go tell the principal. Now niggas is kicked out of class. We gotta stay. Happy New Year to you too. That niggas is kicked out of class. We gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality. So they go and they run and they start shit with people, and then they play victim after they get caught. Now I'm talking to the principal. I'm talking to you won't believe what they did to me. They took so much advantage of me and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy to me that these people literally, this is how they live their lives. You understand what I'm saying? This is how they live their lives. Like, I couldn't imagine being online every day and just literally profusely talking about two men in particular, and I don't have no other material to offer. Nothing though. There's so much shit that just kicked off right now. And I'm gonna be talking about my next live. I ain't gonna talk about it here. But I wanted to move on to one other person. Lisa Smells, clean up your act. Stop lying to get views. Listen, bitch, you too pretty for that shit. That's for one. I say that sincerely, like for real. I kind of want to hit it. I done told y'all before. You understand what I'm saying? I kind of want to hit it. She ain't an ugly chick. But shorty, your personality is the problem. Like if you like that online, I can imagine what you like and how conniving you could be in your real life. And that's gonna scare motherfucker. I don't know if you're married. I don't care if you're married. But that's the thing about a lot of these girls online and a lot of these guys, as far as like you being friends with them on via the space or whatever. Because I'm hearing a lot of people say, well, I was saying a year ago, and y'all said I was crazy. Now I'm hearing YouTube will say, yo, I don't want to fuck with nobody. I don't want to collab with nobody. I don't want to be on nobody's panel. I was like, I told these motherfuckers that 8 months ago. I don't want to be on nobody's panel. And I've stuck to that for 5 years, except for one time. One time. And that was the biggest mistake I ever made. Other than that, you won't catch no vlogs with me on it. You won't catch no panels with me on it. I ain't here to spill the tea. I ain't here because I feel like this. If you've been up around a motherfucker for 20 something fucking years and then like here now in 2024, 25, now you want to divulge all the shit that happened, but you ain't say 15, 20 years ago, I find that shit cap. You know what I'm saying? I find that shit cap. I just feel like, nigga, you don't know me. And I'm not listening to no nigga got a cartoon emoji. Like if you gonna say something to me, don't have a cartoon emoji as a grown man as your motherfucking. It's not gonna work with me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, great, great, man. That's perfect. Yeah, great. Anyway, what you gonna add now? Those people right here, they're from this other vlog that he does the same shit. There's about 2 of them that do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna call their name because they love you to switch in their name. But it's about 3 to 4 vloggers right now that write shit in my chat room or whatever, and they do that as a distraction. They don't want to see me win. They go out of their way because let me tell you why. Anytime motherfuckers put that much effort and come into my podcast every day with your subscribers, anytime a vlogger turn around and subscribe to your channel every day, you understand what I'm saying? And every day come and watch for your alerts or whatever, try to flag you when you live with us, because them motherfuckers don't want you to say something. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't like what Lisa Smells is saying. I don't mean I got to go flag her channel. That don't mean I got to be like, yo, y'all stop fucking with her. I mean, I kind of said something like that earlier, but you know what I mean? It wasn't really in that regard. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that. I don't want to fuck Shorty money. Shorty got kids. I don't want to fuck her money up. But bitch, you ain't going to be lying to get your money. You ain't going to be admitting that information. You go get out here and play fair with everybody else. It's the rule of cheating we're concerned about. At least your smells. You dig? Stop cheating. Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate it. Stop cheating. That's when you ain't got to cheat. You ain't got a lot of kicking. You understand what I'm saying? Just tell the information as the information is. Today, you knowingly admitted. Ain't no way you going to tell me this is a chick that sits down and reads court documents off that little website. I'm going to give y'all that website one day. See, I'll stop giving money to these niggas like they done discovered some shit. These niggas go to this court website, right? Listen, I ain't going to tell you how I found out because that ain't none of y'all business. I told you. As small as an inside, the amount of big. Anyway, listen, you can take it however you want to. They go to this website, and anybody can ascertain the information from the website. You can go to the website. The general public can do it. It's a constitutional right. With some cases. So what they do is they go to this website, they grab the case from there, and then they regurgitate what they're reading on the podcast. It's not like they discovered it from some mythical land of court documents and shit. It's a website. I know the website. I might put the shit out there. You understand what I'm saying? This to be a dickhead. So if y'all want y'all shit hid, y'all better stop fucking with me. That's why I suggest to you. I'm gonna start putting that shit out there. Have these niggas. You know what the effect gonna be. They're gonna stop fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying? Some nigga in here talking about bro got a prison hat from daddy. Nah, usually niggas that come into somebody's chat room though, and that's the first thing. Let me tell y'all ladies something, right? Y'all pay attention to Durgaf Af. Durgaf Af. That sound like a nigga that do like tricks on motherfucking OnlyFans. Anyway, listen, trick. Any nigga that come into another man's podcast and the first thing he starts talking about is bending over and prison hats and all, nigga, that's what's on your mind. That's what's on your mind. See, you ain't got no bitches. We're going to start calling you Mr. No. I ain't even going to block you. We're going to start calling you Mr. No Bitches. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody go check out Durgaf app, a.k.a. Mr. No Bitches. You ain't got no bitches. You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's why you come up in here and you want to talk to a man because you ain't got no bitches. You reminiscing about prison because you saw a prison. You say, oh, shit. That's what Bubba was wearing. That's what you was thinking, right? I know, man. And don't worry about it. Listen, man. It's all forgiven. All right? You peace, God. Matter of fact, before we go, he been on here for 4 months and got 2 subscribers. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Hey, bro. I'm 60. Nigga, this wrote in here, I'm 60. God damn, y'all go out of y'all way for fucking. This is like 4th grade twattage. Nah, I just be laughing at this shit. Children born feet first barely wear their mother as a hat, but no one is ready to talk about it. You sound fucking demented. Children born feet first briefly wear their mother as a hat, but no one is ready to talk about that. This is what this man wrote in my chat room. You see what I mean? Like there's something wrong with these motherfuckers. And this chick is out here feeding them information for these crazy motherfuckers. Bitch, you responsible for the audience. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes you got to check her out real quick so she can understand where you coming from. We get some motherfucker sentiment around this motherfucker. And tu sabe puta. Puti. My puti. Listen, puti. This is the thing. Because I really think you half Latina. I just got this. Tell me, let me just say I got a strong inclination. Let's say that. Anyway, long story short, right? I'm gonna end this off, and I want to segue into this other dude because this shit was funny yesterday, and I gotta talk about it. A lot of people think, oh, he's on here. You know, they'll give you the rendition, and they'll say out here, oh, he out here defending Daddy. That's the one they try to shame. You know, that's their little shame tactics. Beware of shame tactics. If you see somebody trying to overly talk about shame tactics, but you never question what that person has done in their personal life, you might want to get checked. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead serious. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga is constantly hating on somebody else, but never divulging any information about themselves, I would say, fuck the person they're talking about. Let's pay attention to this motherfucker. Let's pay attention to this motherfucker right here. You're hiding something. So you tell me your whole life you've been perfect. You've never made any mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like all kinds of shit like that. I don't know you for you to be calling me like that. I can't even see your face. So get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't like niggas talking. Yo, what's good, my nigga? Nah, take your ass over there, man. I don't know you. You came on the block talking, what's good, my nigga? And he's be like, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't know you. That's the problem. You're feeding the wolves, sweetheart. And these wolves that you're feeding, some niggas said, Unc, send me $20. Nah, I told you. The problem is, let me tell you, when them niggas call you Unc, what they trying to say is you an old nigga. But what they really not realize is their own reality. Their own reality is your mother was a whore. See, your mother had you when she was about 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. Probably your bastard sisters and brothers, too, from 2, 3 different men, right? I understand. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to come to realization your mama was getting busy in the fucking high school bathroom. I mean, middle school bathroom. That's what she was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Her little fast ass, they told her to bring her ass home from school. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to hang out over there with such and such and them and the fellas. To this day, this is why we don't know who your daddy is. And you got to come to contention with that. You got to find it. Listen, if Maury was still doing it, I'd hook you up. You understand what I'm saying? But I can't do it no more because I don't be in touch with Maury no more. But I want you to go and just run it back and be like, Mama, how many niggas was you back in 2001? 1997. You understand what I'm saying? And then you'll come to contention of who you really are. See, I'm not Unc. You just a child of a bastard situation. And this is how you cope. In a regular world, had you been born at a normal age, you're supposed to be like your older brother, not your Unc. Unc's 65 or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you keep that in mind and please spread it around to the rest of the bastard children that you probably know and hang around with. Back to the show, y'all. So I want to move on. I want to segue into this guy that I saw sitting there. Any advice for young children like me? Yeah, I got advice for you. Don't come the fuck over here. We don't like kids over here. We don't do kids over here. Kid, get the fuck out of my chat room right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. I'm going to tell your parents or parent, if you a kid, get the fuck out my chat room right now. And don't act like you ain't heard the word fuck before because probably your parents talk like that. That's why you're sitting here, because you think you can get into grown folks' business. I don't fuck with kids. So if you're a kid, like that person just said, get the fuck out of my chat room right now. I don't want nobody in my chat room, fuck 18. I don't want nobody in my chat room under 22. You understand what I'm saying? There go another one. There's another one. How old are you? Huh? I just want to know how old you are right now. I bet you this one, same thing. I'm trying to tell you. There's so many. See, let me explain something. I keep on trying to segue to this, but I love addressing that right there. First of all, let me throw this in for you, right? Y'all check this out. Frank Horrigan. You understand what I'm saying? His mama was a whore again and again and again. Listen, Frank Horrigan. That's why your last name is Horrigan. Your mama was a whore again and again and again and again. So let me explain something to you, right? I just explained to the other goofy. Guys like you were born to 12 and 13 and 14-year-old mothers. See, in a normal world, I'm supposed to be your older brother. What you normalized is you've normalized child pregnancy and the flaws that come with it. So your 12, 13, 14-year-old mother at the time, she tried to normalize it along with the other 12, 13, 14-year-old girls. So it was a whole period of this shit that went on. You understand what I'm saying? Where they were trying to stop teen pregnancy. MTV, which I was on a show on there for 2 seasons, direct effect. They literally had a show by the same production group that produced our show. They literally had a show on there called 16 and Pregnant, right? And these girls would all be rural white girls most of the time. You understand what I'm saying? I think they had like maybe three or four times they had somebody that was Latina or black on there. Like 3 or 4 times, literally. And so like this thing like went on for I think like 12 seasons or something like that. They had this show because every year they had a teen parent, 12, 13, 14, 15. Listen, this is a news flash for you, Frank Horrigan. So because your mama was a whore again and again and again. We wasn't having kids at 12 or 13, 14 years old. We was going to school like regular people. See, your mother came from an unstable environment, and now you come from an unstable environment. And the other thing that y'all got to match is y'all both two trifling bitches, not to mention this much. Both of y'all normalized y'all's trauma, and y'all bonded with other motherfuckers that normalized their trauma, and then you try to normalize that shit to other people that didn't live in that trauma. That's what really be going on a lot of here on YouTube too. A lot of motherfuckers be trying to take their trauma and be trying to circumnavigate it into the shit where you should accept the shitty behavior. Nah, I'm not accepting that shit. Fuck you. Let's get that cornball up out of here. Frank Horrigan. Your mama was a whore again and again and again. They go another nigga. Nigga talking about a nigga named Joshua talking about baby oil. Don't y'all ladies pay attention? Don't you see his men? Don't you see his men? There's a lot of sweet, moist men on these YouTube streets. I keep trying to tell you. What kind of niggas in there looking? Where your girlfriend at, dog? Where your girlfriend at? I'm trying to tell you, a lot of these niggas is crazy. So let's move on. Let's move on. That yeah. Let's move on. I like what's the name? Giving off about kids and the Muppet biggest child on here. Is that what I said? My nigga, let me tell you something. Here go another one. This one, Mr. Blue. Let me address this one. Uh-oh, what happened here? Did something lock up? I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what just happened. Something weird just happened. All right, we good. Yeah, sure. Anyway, how do you like to buy for the van shop? Now we don't do promotion on here. Go promote on your own channel. What's up, Poland? What's popping? That's what the borderline personality. That's what that borderline personality. You are in a cult now. Motherfuckers is in a cult. Yo, these people is crazy. I'm just reading these comments, y'all, so I know who to get up out of here. This is weird old motherfuckers. Now somebody talking about somebody crying. Like, these people are weird. Like the way they convey their emotions or how they feeling about shit or whatever is weird. But this is what the one I want to stop at. Y'all all just heard me say, I don't know, it was before, after, this motherfucker doing it on purpose. So we'll take all three scenarios, right? Y'all heard me loud and clear, not just yesterday, day before yesterday, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, say that shit. No kids are allowed, because I know me. I curse and shit a lot. I talk about things that kids shouldn't be hearing. You understand what I'm saying? Not to mention I got nieces and nephews, and I got a whole shitload of cousins. So I don't like I'm one of them weird people like that. Like, even when I'm smoking a cigarette, I'll lift the cigarette up in the air, because my mother used to do that. My mother smoked. So she used to lift the cigarette up in the air if a kid was passing by, or if I was passing by, something like that. Just in case, because you never know when them ashes get full out, they still singe and burn a kid in the face. You never know. You know what I'm saying? The kid may walk too close to the cigarette. I do that shit to this day, and I get that from my mother. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck with kids, there's no way to explain that in the penal system, my nigga. That's just what it is. You understand? Like, you can't come through and say, yo, I fucked with a 13-year-old and you was like past, I don't know, 22, 23, something like that. Like niggas will merge that into some other shit. Even at 22, 23, niggas just question you, but they give you a little bit of a pass because you're a kid. Your decision skills ain't all the way built to its max. I was a 22, 23-year-old boy myself, so I know. I wasn't in no shit like that, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you know that your brain is not fully developed because your decision-making skills as a man develop a little bit slower if you don't have somebody there as another man to kind of rear you. You understand what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. That could be an uncle, that could be a cousin, it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? There's another in here writing, how many kids? Yo, that's crazy, bro. You got to get reported for that one. Sorry. Yeah, you got to get reported for that one. Sorry. Yeah, I don't report niggas, but you getting reported for saying that shit. Yeah, you got to get reported for that. You got to go. Yeah, you got to go. There's some other nigga. This is one vlogger. I want to let y'all know that. This is actually 2 or 3 vloggers. I can even tell you where they're from. Storm McHo-Ho. What's the other nigga's name? Achu too. And what's the other nigga's name? The Anti-LaVey Atwood nigga. This is their crowds. You see what I mean? Like, I was gonna try to tell Lisa Smells, you gotta watch it. A lot of, yeah, they from a lot of them are from specific places, but the reason I know that is because of pure simple fact. Like this one, he says, sorry, mate. I wasn't referring to you, but the guy that was dissing you. Sorry for the confusion across the chat. Oh, okay, all right, got you. I thought you were saying to me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't play that shit. Nah, I don't play that shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about that plus situation. Like I said, the judge adjudicate that. But my point is this. Pay attention to my position and then pay attention to the niggas' position you talking about. The niggas y'all talking about, y'all paying attention to right now, these niggas are outright to let you know, yo, listen, I hang with a motherfucker 10, 15, 20 years, but I'm not to be trusted because the whole time I'm gathering information about you that I'll end up regurgitating. You know what I'm saying? So if I seen you something for real or I'm making it up, I'll regurgitate it to an audience for a paycheck. You understand what I'm saying? So that means to me, y'all saying basically collectively as a culture, you know what I mean? This is the thing. This is what we're going to do. We're going to turn around, and what we're going to do is we're going to start throwing up all these lies or whatever the case may be on people. And from there, what we'll do is we'll start, like, I don't know, regurgitating this shit everywhere, and we'll make money off of it. So now this nigga takes the fall. That sounds like a sacrifice to me. If you making money off a motherfucker in his fall, you know what I'm saying? If you making money off people in their fall, and really that strategy comes from the woke generation. At first, I wanted to point it at Jaguar at first, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I did. I didn't after a while. I said, no, 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 no. This is a shift from that woke movement shit. See, that woke shit was the same thing. It was like, and it just affects different groups differently. Like, woke, I'll give you an example. Like when Johnny Depp was going to court, they was ready to cancel Johnny Depp. You see what I'm saying? And so when they found out that Johnny ain't do none of that stuff, and this chick actually took a dump in this man's bed, I ain't never letting that go. Listen, I've been with some trifling ass bras before. I mean, trifling. She took a dump in Johnny Depp's bed. How do you explain that? This is the truth. Like, I saw 10 people just log off, but I said, it's the truth. She took a dump in his bed. But my point is, everybody was rallying behind this chick. Everybody was rallying behind her. Robin Armstrong said, I agree with you. Everybody was rallying behind her. You understand what I'm saying? Johnny Depp, listen, I love fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. How about y'all? I ain't gonna get to see another Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp because of that bitch right there. You understand? That shit ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get to see it. Johnny too fat now to play Pirates. I mean, you gonna have to hit the gym. He a little fat now. You know what I'm saying? That depression from that trial probably got him down. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Also, right under Javon right there. If y'all can see that in the chat room, make sure y'all hit up that Cash App social support for this. You know what I mean? Without everybody be like, yo, you bad real. All right, well, it's New Year. Start me out right. I'll show y'all how real I am. But we need money to do it. I can't be traveling using my money. I got bills to pay. Niggas want me to give them a good show and all that shit. I be like, go through my other material on here if you're a first time listener or whatever. You'll notice very quickly, I'm always moving about for y'all that don't know. I'm always in a location shooting or whatever. But I'm not going to do that if I got to use my money only. We're not doing it just on my dime. And I think that's wrong when I see other niggas go over here to these niggas that's regurgitating gossip and giving them $100, $200, $300. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it seems like to me, people just want to pay for gossip. You understand what I'm saying? They just want to pay for gossip, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, you want to pay for gossip, the destruction of people that look just like you, or the destruction of anybody that's who for the week. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Now I have a lot of Italian friends. And I have I have a thing where I live out here in the state. I'm in Saffron Goat. In my state, 37% of the state is Italian. You understand? So I've been around a whole bunch of Italians for God knows how long, from Jersey, New York, out here in Connecticut or whatever. And I guess a lot of it rubbed off on me. I don't fucking know, but mostly Italian and Greek people and Black and Latino. That's the 4 groups I've been around the most. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Somebody just called me a nigga in here. That's what's up. he did that cute. He said, "Well, you in Paris, nigger." That was cute. Yeah, I don't care about that. But come tu tasi? People like that, mezza, si parla italiano, no? I invite you over to Belfast, Ireland for a pint of Guinness. Yeah, man, that Guinness shit. Nah, I'm a Stella man myself. I don't do no fuck. Let me tell you something. Them fucking lagers like Guinness and I mean, you could almost put Heineken in there. Some people call that a lager. That shit, it has a different way of creeping the fuck up on you. You understand what I'm saying? And if you in a wrong situation, I'm telling you, that could be a steadfast for you. Can I tell y'all a story real quick? I wanted to tell this story. I'm gonna make sure that I mark it too, so I know where I started at. So I had something interesting happen to me when I got offline with you guys, which was real interesting. And I didn't talk about it. Have you seen my last name? You know I'm French Italian. Yeah, Cordier. It sounds like you're a Turk Italian. Turk or you're from Palermo? You a Turk or you're from Palermo? Definitely not Sicilian. So you're from one of the two. I'll let him get to that one. But this is the thing for me, right? So I saw this kid, and he just happened to be, and I hope he sees this back because I was supposed to talk about it this morning. I skipped it. This kid, I think he was Ecuadorian or something like that, whatever he was. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he was Ecuadorian because I asked him in Spanish what he was, and I'm pretty sure he said Ecuador. He worked at one of the restaurants over there, and he was opening the restaurant where I was at, right? I went back to go smoke a cigarette. I think I got offline with y'all. And this was the day before yesterday. This was New Year's Day. And so as I'm doing it, and I hope he sees this too. USA, my friend, my grandfather's tug. How did I know? Anyway, you get it? Caprice, yeah. So, like, this was the thing for me. The kid started arguing with these. It had to be like at least 8 white kids, right? And it's nothing really, you know what I mean, that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's really not for me. But it was like something compelled me to get involved. I don't know what it was, but I saw this is a burly nigga. Like he could have crushed all of them. Listen to my story, you understand what I'm talking about. And so some just compelled me because I saw like the kids were getting ready to jump him or something like that, and he didn't understand English that well. But he was arguing with one of the particular kids. I don't know what they were arguing about, whatever, but evidently, I think from what I gathered from them, they served like breakfast stuff and stuff like that. And so they were knocking on the window on their way to another train to go home or wherever they were going to. And they just wasn't open yet. And they only had to wait like 30 minutes, right? Like 30 minutes. You could have missed your train for that 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Another one will be behind 10 minutes after you finish eating, if y'all get the trajectory of what I'm saying. So dude went outside and I guess he was going to do something. So in between him going outside, these kids were right there. He started arguing with one of them, and I guess he was getting ready to knock the kid out. I'm just assuming because he kept on lurching at him. I saw to the side of him, there were 2 cop cars right there. He didn't see it because of the way he was facing. He was facing towards the street. He didn't see the 2 cops in the Jeep across the street. So I grabbed him. I said, oye, pana, cámate por un momento. Tú sabes, la policía aquí, tú sabes, eran 4 ahí. En 2 carros diferentes. Tú sabes, so, cama por un momento, cana blanquitos ahí, tú sabes, tú tienes problema ahí, tú sabes. La policía tiene tuyo. So he calmed down for a little bit. Then the kid, these were young dudes too. They had to be like 23, 24, whatever. And homie was like around my age group. He had to be around 30 something or something like that. He was a big fella. And so I'm holding him back like this or whatever. And then I get to a point where I got to hold him like this, like, yo, son, chill. The kids kept egging him on, but that wasn't a problem. I told them 2 times, I said, yo, take your boy that he's beefing with and walk up the street. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to stand there because they were looking for a fight. I tell people about this all the time. There's a lot of people out here that taunt people because they really believe in their heart of hearts. I'm talking about there's people that do this from different cultures. There's people that do this from white culture. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of white men in particular, because that's who he was beefing with, a white man. Now the girls got everything that I was saying because the girls that were with them were saying, yeah, just take him out the first girl, as soon as I said it, she said, yeah, just take him out the block. The boy replied back, oh, we're waiting for an Uber. I'm like in my back of my mind, you about to get washed out here waiting for that Uber. You ain't gonna make it to that Uber if I move out the way of this kid. And the whole time I'm talking Spanish to him. So they don't have no idea what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I turned around, right? And this is the funny thing. I turned around after that. And I remember Duke lunged at him. So I grab him, I move him all the way over. Out of the blue, there's this older white dude, and he's drunk too. Mind you, there's bars and stuff around this area. Our bars up here don't close at like 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, just to let y'all know. Bars in New York City don't close at 4 o'clock in the morning. So niggas is out 5:30. Sometimes you don't get home to 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's why I be like, yo, these country motherfuckers be listening to me, have no idea where I live at, because their bars close at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. No, our bars close at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. So we party on, and then after that, there's maybe be 2 or 3 spots you can hop to after that. You know what I'm saying? If you know people. But This white dude comes out of nowhere and he tries to act like he's the boss of the situation going on. But it's clear he's drunk or whatever, right? And so I'm like, who the fuck are you? And so he comes up, and the first thing he does is jump in the Spanish kid's face. He don't say nothing to the white kids. He come and jump in the Spanish kid in my face. Now, I guess he thought that we were just supposed to adhere to what he said. I looked at him straight in his face, and the first time he walked up to me, I grabbed him by his chest. I had one arm on homie, still trying to hold him, but I swear to God to you, I took my whole arm and just brushed him. This nigga was light as fuck. I just brushed his ass. He went falling back. I said, yo, son, if you fell back over that, you definitely don't want no problems with me. Take your punk ass and get the fuck away from me. He walks up again. Now, he knows the whole time I'm trying to break up this fight, and he sees obviously what's going on. This man is at least 55 years old. All right. He's 55, but he's stable and able. You get what I'm saying here? Like he able enough to walk up on us. I'm like, yo, me and homie about to dump you out here. You know what I'm saying? Them kids ain't gonna save you. But he was doing it in the fashion of trying to, like, I guess, defend whitehood or something like that. He said one racial slur, but he didn't say the racial slur to me. He said it to the Spanish kid. So what I thought, the Ecuadorian kid, I said the Spanish kid, the Ecuadorian kid, like I'm not half Cuban, but he said it to him. You understand what I'm saying? And so I said, oh, this is where your heart of hearts is. And I said, well, even if you were a Trump supporter, which you was leaning towards, because that's the only reason you want to see, you was out here promoting some kids to fight a man that was at work. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't even know this man was a migrant or nothing. So let me tell you what happened. So finally, the girl that I was talking about that initially heard what I said, the white female, she got the idea, you know what, this is getting a little too deep. Other people getting involved. Let's walk up the block. So she started on their track, and she looked back at me and she said, thank you, and kept walking or whatever, because that friend was drunk. You know what I'm saying? He's probably 22, 23. You know, he ain't used to holding his liquor yet. I understand that. That's why I was trying to stop homie from dumping you out. I walked homie back to his job. This nigga gave me a pound and a hug like that. He was like, yo, hold on. Went inside. There could be some type of brownie shit. I was like, yo, this shit is, I would go buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at the prices. Some of that shit was expensive, motherfucker, like $7 for some chocolate and shit. I'm like, sure. But he gave me that. He gave me, I said, I just want a coffee. You can give me a coffee. I got coffee, went and moseyed my ass on the next train. The dude, after I went and came out of there, he was waiting across the street like he was gangster. So I said, yo, what's up? I started smoking a cigarette. He starts looking at me. I'm looking at him. I said, yo, motherfucker, stop staring at me like you gonna do something. He started running his mouth again. I walked right up on him. I'm like, yo, son, so what you gonna do? What's happening? What's happening? For reasons that I can't explain, but for those that do know, you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes when people are put up to the test and it's between them, their stomach or their leg, they make the right decisions. You understand what I'm saying? He made the right decision and just walked on off. And that's the end of the story. My point I'm getting at is you got to watch people out here because they'll try to set you up into situations. They will taunt you in the situation. This goes off record. No, he wasn't Italian. He was just a white guy. I know the difference between Italian. This told you 37% of the fucking town. These motherfuckers, you kind of slow, huh? You kind of slow? Ricardo Russo, you kind of slow here? I know some Russo brothers. I know a set of Russo brothers. But you ain't one of them because they wouldn't say no stupid shit like that. These are very smart men. This nigga said, watch self-snitch online. Get you up out of here. You sound like a snitch. Anybody write some shit like that in the motherfucker, what's the name? Is a snitch. You know what I'm saying? He made the right decision. He made the right decision and knocked your tooth clean. That's good. There's another man in here with a beard. You look like you moist. That's the whole problem. I don't like niggas that look like they moist in here talking shit. You look like you moist. Later on, what I'm gonna do you one good. I'm gonna show niggas how moist some of these niggas is looking. So now I got you. You think I can't see you? Let's see how your shit been doing. 5 years, you got 15 subscribers. Oh, man, you see what I mean? Taunting. You see how he was writing that shit in there? I'm talking about, what is this dude talking about? Like, he's talking about snitching. I just said, yo, for purposes so Like they slow. That's why I be trying to tell you. Like a lot of these dudes that be listening to me, they have no idea what I'm talking about because they're not from our environment. So they don't understand how we move. They don't understand how we talk. Like it's confusing to them because we don't talk in it. Like everybody wants to talk in the kings and the queens and the lexicons and codifications and atrocities and paraphrases and and people like that live in this state right here, like I heard this homeboy, what's his name, Shane or whatever, he tried to grab one of my talking points. Motherfucker, tell him what the motherfucking price point is in Connecticut since you know money, nigga. Let's start right there. Huh? Don't you ever talk about you lived in one of the most affluent areas per capita in the United States. You lived in one of them, nigga, but it wasn't the top 5. All right? Connecticut is. Get that bullshit out your mouth. Motherfucker, that's what I mean. Motherfuckers be altering. You understand what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? People be altering shit. Here goes some guy named Anthony Johnskin. Dog, we can't even reply to you. 17 years. You are the listen, hold up. We gotta go in on this nigga. Hold up, bro. Hold up. I didn't even know YouTube had been alive that long. You've been on YouTube for 17 years and you got 20 subscribers and you got the nerve to be writing something in my chat room? Derogatory? Constant talking about race? Nigga, I can talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Listen, hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me show you how you get niggas that are loudmouths out the way. Homie, let me talk to you about something real quick, all right? What's your name? Anthony John? I'm just going to call you Anthony John because I'm not saying that last part. Listen, homie, not only have I covered Trump in court 2 times, no, you not no OG, you a sucker. You got 17 years on here and you got 20 subscribers. Nigga, how you proud of that? You got to be delusional. You might as well, if you that delusional, go get the Moxburg and go into your bathroom, get us a bottle of Tylenol. You understand what I'm saying? For your headache. You dig? You know what I'm saying? You might have to take the whole bottle for your headache. You dig what I'm saying? This nigga's in here talking about Negroes for Trump. I'm not a Negro, nigga. What part of the plantation you been on? You might not even be what's your name. But let me tell you something, Sean. Not only did I cover both of Trump's arraignments in court, you understand what I'm saying? In person. I'm not talking about you sitting here like this. We're in studio. No, I covered the shit in person, Duke. You understand what I'm saying? Not only that, I have 5 years worth of material on this page of me doing lives in front of Trump Tower. I have taken my audience inside of Trump Tower and did a complete tour and proved to everybody that I know people in the building. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking to the wrong motherfucker. Not to mention on top of that, all right? You ready? I was at Trump Tower on election day, nigga, when he got elected, and was up there beefing with motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? So next time, before you run around here with your 17-year-old veteran motherfucker, how the fuck you been on here? I didn't even know this shit was been on here for 17 years. 17 years, god damn it, you just a professional troll? Get this motherfucker up at it. How the fuck you been on? I didn't even know this shit had been here. Thank you, Javon. Yes, okay. I accidentally did that. I was trying to get that other motherfucker, so you'll hear it in the podcast. I'm like, oh fuck, I done got Javon the fucking out on here. That's what they don't understand. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I've been here 5 years. 5 years. By the second week that I was on here, I had 5,000 plus sub viewers, and it stayed like that. You know what I'm saying? That was in my first 2 weeks on this motherfucker because I had a story to tell. A lot of niggas on here, like this goofy right here, it's about 17 is your IQ. Everybody on here know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. He said that to me. But anyway, I've seen people that have been on here now 10 years. How you doing? 10 years, 15 years. That was the longest motherfucker right there. I'm looking to see if we can find somebody been on here for 18 years. You been on here 17 years. You ain't got no material. Like you ain't had no kickbacks. You ain't had no ambition or nothing. That was some dudes that living in mama's house, live off their girlfriend and shit like here. I keep trying to tell y'all. Exactly, Javon. I keep trying to tell y'all, it's a lot of niggas out here that wish they could be like, I heard Anti-LeVay Atwood. He must have heard people saying it in my chat. So he said it to his homeboy or whatever that he know I don't like. I don't like that suck ass nigga. And a lot of people on your channel don't like him either, evidently. Salute to you, Devin, for standing on black intelligence, just listening to you. Thank you very much. Yeah, these basement baby niggas and shit, like, it'd be funny as hell to me. I hope you talking about them. You ain't talking about me because I'm gonna get you the fuck about it because I don't live in no basement. But it'd be a lot of niggas that be living in their basement, live off their girlfriend. A lot of these niggas is watching me right now off their girlfriend's cell play. I'm telling y'all, listen, there's a lot of niggas that become professional con artists off of conning women. Like, if anybody remember when I was doing the pandemic, you can go check this for yourself. I ain't got an alter nothing. There was chick after chick saying, yo, on my YouTube, they were saying, yo, this is when I first would start going live. I swear to God to you. Chicks would say, you know what I'm saying? Yo, honestly and truthfully, yo, you could come stay with me. You could come lamp up with me. This was chicks telling me this. And I was like, nah. I'm good. I'm good. I even made a whole fucking video, but I was like, yo, listen, I appreciate the girls' offers and everything, but I don't want to come stay with no chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because I had never done that before. I've been on my own since I was 17 fucking years old. I ain't never went back home. I ain't never. That's why I look at certain niggas that are vloggers like suckers, because I'm like, nigga, I was going through the roughest of rough, and I never went home. Do you know how hard New York City was hit by the pandemic? I never went home. I never cried to nobody. I never did. I did what I did, and I got on my ones and twos. I got out of the situation very easily. And if y'all seen what I went through hell. To this day, I still haven't recuperated off that. You know what I got in return from the crowd, the culture? Mimicked and laughed at and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Stupid motherfuckers writing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ask me if I work for EasyJet. Stupid shit. Like, these people are like really corny, man. Anthony, you know he in the basement. Why people get on and troll just because they get depressed? Get that help, Anthony. Yeah, that's crazy. Some other nigga asked me if I work for EasyJet. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Let's get you up out of here. Get that money. Make sure you donate, man. $STRINGERBELL 80. A lot of non-black trolls who can't handle black people giving their opinions. And I say the opposite. I say there's a lot of black trolls that can't handle their own people because that's what they seem like to do. Like, regardless of what you think of me, I'm black and Cuban, I'm still black. If I go to Cuba, I'm black. If I go to America, I'm black. If I go to Europe, I'm black. You get what I'm saying? So I can't escape that, nor do I want to escape that. I never said I did. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get a lot of things misconstrued, you know, but nevertheless, there's a lot of people out here, and this is the conversation that's been going around lately. There's a lot of people of color that will literally trash you more so than they would trash somebody that's white. You understand what I'm saying? Even if it's the same charges, same premise, same everything. That's what they do. Within the culture, I believe that a lot of people understand this dynamic, but it's hard to convey this type of dynamic to somebody of another culture because they haven't experienced this. This is why I go back and I say again, I watched that little interview that the dude Shane did with the black owl chick, and it was put into the jargon right there when he said, "Well, you know, I don't know about that." Right when you say it's anybody ever says a phrase like that to you, well, I don't know about that. They are trying to dismiss you if they say it more than twice. The first time is doubt. That's fine. They say it 2 or 3 times, they continue saying that same statement. That's because they are trying to dismiss you. Now you are out of the reign of control or regularly agreeing with them automatically about whatever they say. That's really what that argument is about, that little test is about. If you don't understand that, I subscribe to you because some people, like, there's so many talking points to be taken that it's funny. Like, I was like one of the people, I've always said the same thing. I grew up, I've been around nothing but Italians, Greeks, Latinos, and blacks, like mostly all my life. I'm a lot of like Italians and Greeks. When I say a lot, I mean I'm going to the restaurants, I'm eating with them, you know what I'm saying? Like spending Christmases, shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. These are my friends. And so it was crazy to me because I remember when I first got on here, a lot of people was like, "Oh, you sound different than us," or "Your voice sound different than us," or whatever. And I made that statement. I said, "Well, I grew up around a lot of Italian Greek people, whatever. And plus, I lived in the shoreline in Connecticut. How the fuck am I supposed to sound? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to sound? I'm in New York all the time. I'm in every borough you could think of. How am I supposed to sound?" And so, what happens is you get a lot of people that tune in and they think because they hear octave in your voice, or they think because you say things a certain way, or whatever the case may be, that they have this granular, opinionated view of you now. You understand what I'm saying? I notice a lot of young punky gamer trolls that hit good YouTubers, black and white, just saying stupid sexual trash talk. Yeah, that's true, Rob Zombie. But I'm talking about in particular here because I know what's going on. You get these black vloggers a lot of times. I'll just say people that's contestant with the urban crowd, right? Those are the crowds to go after. You know the tenements of which you have to use to go with them usually includes drama, trauma, and who we taking down in the exposure game, or AKA the cancel culture, the continuation of the cancel culture. That's what they are. They're the cancel culture committee. And so when you get these people that are in these little committees or whatever, you got to realize behind all that, they're not doing it, most of them, because of their good, kind heart, because they care. No, they doing it for this motherfucking money, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's shmoney. Yeah, and if you sit there and you pretend, or it makes you feel conscientiously acquire some type of gift from God, you're fooling yourself. First of all, God says don't do any good works and be loud and proud about it. That's in the Bible. If you do good works, you're not even supposed to speak of them. If you're fighting for some type of advocacy or whatever, you're only supposed to reference the advocacy as it applies in that moment. These are tenets that are in the Bible. You can read these for yourself. If you do a good deed, you're not supposed to brag about it. That shall not bear false witness. We got a lot of false witnesses on here. We got a lot of people to admit from the truth. If you manipulate the truth, that's a sin. Blasphemous. Is that fair? I mean, I hear so many of you motherfuckers out there talking about God, yo. Every time they do some fuck nigga shit, they pay attention to this. Every time a motherfucker do some fuck nigga shit, they always screaming God behind it. Bitch, I just saw them try to lock up that boy, Ronnie Bowl, whatever. I said, I don't give a fuck if I'm disagreeing with him in the moment or not. That doesn't mean I want the nigga to go to fucking jail. What the fuck kind of shit is that? And I don't know what podcaster did it, but they contacted his probation office, called, over the line shit. I said, why the fuck y'all ain't do that for that nigga Zimmerman? This nigga sold a gun that he killed Trayvon with. Ain't a nigga touched him. See, I ain't ready for them count. Ain't a nigga touched him. See, I'm sitting up here, y'all trying to get with this whole, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I appreciate it if y'all do it. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App $STRINGERBELL80. And please be aware, if I hear you regurgitate my words or anything I say in this podcast, I'm flagging your fucking channel. Please believe that. That shit ain't happening in 2025. Now I got to go to extremes because niggas is over here flagging me. People is over here, they don't want to donate, but they regurgitate my information, my thought process, my ideas, or they're trying to latch onto them, but won't even hit the like button. That's how you know you got trolls, you got people that don't like you, and you got people not concerned with you as a vlogger. So that's why I say I make it a pinnacle to be more on the side of Google nowadays than I do on the side of, you hear the shit I'm talking about? If this was Anton LaVey Atwood, they would automatically go over there and like his shit, not based off the fact that they like what he's saying. They like the fact that he looks like a ringmaster around a whole bunch of niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got a master to come in here and put us in line. Master Candy. And I guess old Duke, they call himself Young Bubblegum. Got a grown ass man called himself Young Bubblegum. I guess that's Mowgli, Mr. Mowgli, that was his lawyer, right? Is that who that is? And that's the rest of the people. You stumbled upon some shit you shouldn't have been seeing. Now take your bitch ass, get the fuck off my channel, nigga. Nobody gives a fuck about your metrics in life. Always get them cornball niggas come in here. What did I just step upon like that? Who the fuck are you, nigga? You got 10 fucking followers in 10 years. Who gives a fuck about your what's the name? They go in them lying motherfuckers again. Yeah, I don't trust people on YouTube talking about Jesus Christ too much. Some of them I do, and a lot of them I don't. A lot of them are just taken from the pulpits, and now they're trying to do online. You know when you had the TV evangelists? Y'all remember that shit? The TV evangelists? How many of y'all old enough to remember the TV evangelist era? Oh, you had all these motherfuckers online. On TV. They come on around about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when all the other regular program is done. A lot of these motherfuckers have now circumnavigated their asses over here to YouTube. We got their ministries and, we're taking up another collection, my prior rag and all that shit. I'm good. First thing you would have said to me is hello. You came in here and you just started throwing verses out the Bible and shit. And watch out for people that the first thing, their first interaction with you is throwing out verses of the Bible. No matter what you say to them, no matter what you prove to them, you're never going to have a complete conversation with them because of pure simple fact. There's just somebody that's doing what they're doing and they call it they're doing it for God, but in actuality, they're doing it for their own conscience. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's narcissism embedded within their belief system. You know what I'm saying? You'll find this with all religions. But it had it's not about hating on the old generation, dog. I think like and it goes back to my conversation again. I'm listening to Yah's Chosen. I'll say again, a lot of these chicks, black, white, and polka dot. And I don't know if y'all caught it earlier. They used to have a TV show called 16 and Pregnant. A lot of these girls were 15, 16, 15 years old. You understand what I'm saying? When they were having kids. And so and as low as 13, 12, and 11 years old in some states. These girls were young having kids. So now you have a dynamic of a daughter and a mother or a mother and a son, and she was a single parent. The auntie used to watch them and halfway raised them, or grandma raised them. You have like damn near 2 generations of spiraling of this. So now it's been normalized. So it would traditionally would be an older generation and a younger generation. In reality, in a spectrum of other people in society, it's more like a dynamic that should be of an older brother and a younger brother, or older sister and a younger sister. But instead, they have normalized, okay, this ain't the wagon trail days, where people had life expectancies of being 45 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not on the prairie where we're running through rough terrain and shit and through out Oregon trails and shit. You understand what I'm saying? You better put them birthing hips to use. You're almost 15. That's not the fucking plot that was going on two or three generations. I say 2 generations now. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. People be acting like we on a wagon trail or something like that. Oh, you gotta have a baby by 13. And there be mothers that do this. I've listened to mothers with my own 2 ears tell their daughters, right? Listen to me. And if I'm lying, I want somebody African American or Latino to write it in the fucking what's the name, right? You go another nigga looking at another nigga's mouth. Let me tell you something, Xavier. Listen, they're gonna have you back in jail in a minute. I know you missed lockup. You understand what I'm saying? I know you miss looking at boys' mouths and shit like that. I appreciate you. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna have you back in jail in a minute. You're gonna be back in your natural environment. You understand what I'm saying? You could be doing anything you used to do for them 2-for-1s for oodles and noodles. All right, brother, you take care. In here, you switchy sissy motherfucker. And these girls, they had these kids when they were 13, 14, 15 years old. And as a result, now you have a dynamic in society, and this is why a lot of other races look at it funny, because you have 72% of African American women that are single mothers. You have somewhere, I think it was believed, be 47 to 48% of Latino women ended up being being single mothers. You understand? These are the 2 highest groups, and the group that follows behind them is white women, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? His side teeth missing at the bottom, too, instead of up the top. And this is a man looking at another man's mouth. Dog, my teeth have been pulled. Hear that? That's why there's no tooth there. If it was a nigga's tooth that just broke off, nigga, it would be a tooth cap right there. You understand what I'm saying? Those are my wisdom tooth. They were removed. Now, I want to ask a question. Y'all see how deep I had to reach into my mouth to show y'all that? Why is there a goddamn man on here looking that deep in somebody's fucking mouth? I keep trying to tell you, aren't y'all seeing what I'm showing y'all right now? It's not their fault. Fuck them. It is their fault. Because once you hit 18 years old, so you want to, listen, I don't like shit like that. You like to coddle people, and that's how you engage with people. You understand what I'm saying? What you don't have the right to do is you don't have the right to tell me how to engage. And that's what I don't like about a lot of black dudes. I'm taking that you're black. A lot of black dudes, they want to join in the conversation. They want everybody to take up their form of thinking. I don't take up your form of thinking. If it was up to me, I'd put the motherfuckers on an island, sterilize them, and make sure they couldn't come back. That's what I would do. I would take every last shitty motherfucker that's in black, white, and Latin culture. I put them on an island and let me the best motherfucker win. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm on a firm belief system that shitty people give birth to shitty kids. Yeah, so you soft. That's why you're going to lose the war. You're the type of nigga that'll say you for revolution, but really when the motherfuckers come up in your face, you're ready to give them a hug and talk it out. I don't like fake revolutionaries like that. You know why? Because my mother and my father were involved in those movements or whatever. Those people were willing to die for those movements. When I hear people say, well, that's a little extreme. That's a little extreme. That's a little extreme. I'll tell you fucking extreme. You want to know fucking extreme? Fucking extreme is in 2022 when you tie a black man's motherfucking neck around him in Mississippi and drag him through the street, dragging him through a truck. You want to hear fucking extreme? I'll tell you fucking extreme. Fucking extreme is when you have some kid that gets his fucking head bashed in on the side of the road, execution style, by fucking local police. You want to hear fucking extreme? The point is, goofy, that if they fucking are not being extreme to you, and this is why niggas stayed in the situations they in to this day, because you scared to fight. Now, y'all's chosen. You got to get the fuck up out of here, because you're a weak ass nigga. Any nigga that say to me that's a little extreme, that means, nigga, you ain't equipped to pull nothing. I don't need niggas like that on my team. I need strong niggas. I don't need no soft ass nigga talking about, oh, that's a little extreme. Nah, fuck these motherfuckers. Any motherfucker that's like that, you shouldn't sit up and defend them. Any motherfucker like that, you shouldn't sit up there and have an empathy claw for them. And that's the problem. A lot of these pro-black motherfuckers, they think they gonna reprogram niggas that's 30, 35, 40 years old. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, go to your little fucking meetings and anything like that or whatever. Leave the rest of the shit to us. Leave the rest of the shit to us, because you not prepared. You want to go read a book? Go read a book, nigga. Go read a book. Go read a book. Nas said it best. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal, but chill. You know what I'm saying? Type of motherfucker sit online all day talking about, yeah, I'm a revolutionary. Hold up now. That's a little extreme. That's a little extreme. You think that nigga was extreme yesterday to roll through and killed all them people out there? Huh? You think that? Nigga, this ain't no Q&A, nigga. And I don't need your metrics or anything in life, especially a motherfucker that I know, within a fact, ain't got not been on here 13 years and got no subscribers. Nigga, you a professional troll. Get the fuck out of my chat room, nigga. Talking about what books you read. You want to say some racist shit, just call me a nigga, dog. That's all. Don't try to intelligently insult me. I don't like people to do shit like that. Here's a nigga in here that said, what's my goal in life? I got one for you. What have you done in life? Let's ask you that question. Well, this nigga said, I worked for a record company for 17 years. I want to figure out what this nigga did. I'm talking to Gizzo Bear. What's your plot in life? Since you're so epiphany and everybody should strive to be like you, the man that can't even figure out how to put his fucking profile picture up. You've been here 8 years and no subscribers. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. You're wasting my time, boy. What are you doing in life? And there goes another goofy. Nah, I can shoot real good, though, nigga. You want to be next? Anyway, little dude ain't never read a book. He said, I never read a book. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I never read a book, dog. I never read a book. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Whenever you get niggas that come in here like that, those are people that are not very smart. And what they do is they compensate by saying a little smart, analytical bullshit that they Googled real quick or whatever. Now they think they're actually intelligent. Nigga, if you never touched the motherfucking collegiate institution, you ain't got shit to say to me. If you ain't never worked for a record company or anything that's in a fucking linear fashion of that, there's fucking nothing you can say to me. One of the top 10 niggas right now that want to be the be-all and tell-all of motherfucking, actually like 5 of them, none of them have the same fucking history as me. So when I hear a nigga that's unaccomplished, that been on here for 10 years and ain't even figured out that he can make money off this motherfucker and hasn't done it, but yet and still you a veteran fucking troll, that's more telling than anything. Y'all talking to a loser. Y'all gotta wake up out of the somber that woke shit put y'all in. The suckers and the bitch niggas are the niggas that's writing shit like they writing in there. The real niggas, y'all making them suffer. You understand what I'm saying? For nothing. Yeah, they negative as fuck, because that's that woke shit. Nigga go rob, here's another dude. This one wrote, nigga go rob a store and stop trying to look smart. I'm trying to look smart, dog. You need to go back and watch some of my shit. I hear you though, bro. I hear you. Some other nigga said some dude is a porn addict. I don't know who he's talking to. He ain't talking to me. Yeah, it's crazy, man. This is what you deal with. This is what you deal with every day here on YouTube. It's a whole bunch of this weirdo ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? This weirdo ass niggas. As y'all notice the same thing. It's always men. It ain't never no women. You ain't saw a woman in here say anything slick yet. It's always men. I can even go further than that. This is why the women are sitting there. How do you look smart? And you're not. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you. And this nigga got a cartoon emoji. I ain't even responding to shit like that. I'm not responding. No nigga that got a cartoon emoji and been on here 9 years and got 16 subscribers. Anyway, a lot of these people on here are manipulators. You understand what I'm saying? They manipulate material, they manipulate speeches, they manipulate talk. There was this nigga on there with Anton LaVey Atwood yesterday. I'm circumnavigating the conversation because it ain't even worth talking to them goofies. I'm fucking up the show. There was this goofy ass nigga on there with Anton LaVey Atwood. He interviewed. And the funny shit about it was, I call him Anton LaVey Atwood because the nigga looked like Anton LaVey. He was interviewing this motherfucker, this ugly motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Why you writing Diddy on here? Jay-Z in the title. So you must dream about Diddy bending you over, huh? That's your biggest, that's your flex. Y'all don't pay attention to Handsome Boy. Handsome Boy, he got fantasies about Diddy. We ain't even talk about Diddy, but he got fantasies about Diddy. He like Diddy. He want a lot of these niggas, I'm trying to tell you, when they come in with that baby oil shit and all that shit or whatever, they really projecting what their fantasy is. It's like, why he ain't choose me? That's what you meant, nigga? You mean, why he ain't choose me? God, Diddy ain't choose me. Anyway, long story short, I don't fit into niggas like that. I'm so glad you don't let these people get to you. Hell no, I get on them. I get on them. He said he go Andrew Tate. Nah, I said Anton LaVey Atwood. He had this motherfucker on there he was interviewing yesterday. Some nigga, hey Rocco, hey Rocco. This nigga said, Diddy took advantage of me too. Is that so, Rocco? Man, Rocco, you better have the bands, man. This was an ugly motherfucker right here, boy. I said, you was only 37. You had to be an ugly motherfucker back then, too. Like, I ain't even trying to be funny, but you was an ugly motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was an ugly motherfucker. And this ugly motherfucker was on there talking about, yeah, Puff did this. It was like it was going everywhere. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for it. Make sure y'all hit the cash app. The story was going everywhere. I'm not even going to play that bullshit because it's still bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The story was going everywhere. Like the nigga said, yeah, you know, Puff and them, they had invited me to a party. And then he said, yeah, you know, I had this, I moved to Minnesota, then I moved back to Long Hampton, and my uncle or my father worked in as a, what he said, something. But listen, let me tell you something. When we found out, and what I figured out was his grandparents lived in the Hamptons. You understand what I'm saying? And then at that point, I got to ask you, okay, and somebody should have answered this from New York. Okay, what are you talking about, East Hampton or West Hampton? The Hamptons, which we reference, is West Hampton, not East Hampton. Yeah, there's beaches and shit like that in East Hampton too, but who the fuck wants to go to them? Everybody goes to West Hampton, all right? That's what your man should have specifically pointed out. He just said, no, I was in the Hamptons. So that's why I already knew it was some motherfucking Chuck in the story. Then he said, I went to go live with my grandparents. And then, you know, I went from living with my grandparents and I got shipped out to my father who lived in Minnesota or some shit like that or whatever. I'm like, okay. And then you came back to New York and you lived in the same place with your grandparents. So your grandparents stayed in the Hamptons. Dog, I done been out to Hamptons. That shit right across the water for us. You understand what I'm saying? I done been out there a couple times. More than a couple times. More than 10. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit is right. I live in Connecticut. The shit is right across the water for y'all that don't know. You understand what I'm saying? And I live in the southern end of Connecticut. I don't live in the north end or the middle of the state. I live in the southern end, which is the closest to New York City. You understand what I'm saying? So, where I used to live at, shout out to NL, everybody know you can catch the ferry out there to Fisher's Island. You can catch the ferry out there to, what's the other one? It's another one too. Not Martha's Vineyard. It's another island, Orient Point. And then the Hamptons, you can get out there and then you got to catch a train that'll take you the rest of the way. Same thing with you could catch a train out to I forgot where it is, out there on the train or whatever, and the same thing, but the ferry will take you over there. We got several ferries that'll take you over to these destinations or whatever. So then the nigga was talking about there was tunnels. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The nigga said it was tunnels under Staten Island. Who from here in New York The nigga said it was tunnels on Staten Island. I said, not the tunnels. The nigga said there was tunnels under Staten Island. Can I get one person in here from New York City that can confirm whether or not how believable there is that there will be tunnels under Staten Island? And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. I just want one person from New York or the New York City tri-state to just leave a laughing emoji or something to confirm the point of what I'm getting at. This nigga said, yo, there's tunnels built all under Staten Island. I said, this nigga crazy as fuck. I said, this nigga. Nah, ain't no tunnels everywhere. There's no tunnels on Staten Island, though. Let me tell you, ain't no tunnels on Staten Island. First of all, the depth of what you got to dig to actually build these tunnels. You understand what I'm saying? If there was. That's your first problem. Most of Staten Island and the surrounding areas, including my area, if I walk right down the street, the fucking whole Atlantic Ocean is right at my back. I've lived on the shoreline for I don't know how long. You understand what I'm saying? There are no tunnels underneath Staten Island. Staten Island don't even have a subway system that's below ground. You know why they don't? Because of the sentiment. That's for one. Two is because of the water. See, what a lot of people don't understand is New York City, I'm talking about Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, or whatever, they're actually nothing but a whole bunch of islands. And it's almost like 45 or something like that, subsequent islands outside of those islands that you can go to. Like, for example, people know what I'm talking about. Elizabeth Island, Governor's Island. These are places y'all never even heard of if y'all don't live in this area. But you can go to these places, you can go visit them or whatever. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck. This bitch is writing all kinds of shit, so I pay attention to her. I won't pay attention to her. So anyway, long story short, right? The point is, you can't build no tunnels under this motherfucker. There's only one tunnel, and that's the tunnel going out of Jersey, going into well, actually it's two. It's a Holland Tunnel. That's the Jersey Tunnel. There's a Washington Tunnel or whatever. But these are not under bodies of water. You understand what I'm saying? If you went and try to build a tunnel under Staten Island, you're going to get fucking flooded. It don't even matter. Like, it's not built like the Holland Tunnel is. Like, with the Holland Tunnel, you're underwater too, but it's different. You understand what I'm saying? That was a sentiment that was built under it. When you're talking about, what's the name? When you're talking about Staten Island, you're talking about the whole fucking Atlantic Ocean right there. It would make sense to do that because the force of that shit is not going to withstand anything you could build. Yes, there are people that have built tunnels underground in China and shit like that. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Tell me where they at. Tell me where they at. I'm not your fool. You call me a fool again, I swear to God, you better do that to my fucking face. You understand? Now prove your point. I didn't call you no fucking name, you fucking cocksucker. Tell us where. Tell us where. Tell us where. Yeah, threaten me again, bitch. 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 You know, you sound stupid. I said, prove your point. And instead of proving your point, you're writing insults, you bitch. Now write your point, bitch. Or you just gonna sit there and don't say nothing? We just supposed to believe you? We just supposed to believe you, right? Prove your point, bitch. Prove your point. Where are they at? Prove your point. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. This is why this is a problem with y'all listening and donating to these goofy ass motherfuckers. You see, this nigga was writing all that other shit, but he ain't right where the tunnels were. Where are they located? Where? Do you know the motherfucking areas of Staten Island? I do. Tell us where they're located at so we can go and do some investigation. Where are they at? He's still throwing insults. You notice that instead of answering the question, the nigga is throwing insults. Nigga, there's nothing zesty about me. That's a man asking another fucking man to answer a question. You the one that's zesty because your bitch ass can't answer the question like a man, and everybody in this fucking chat room sees that you're a bitch. So answer the question, bitch. Where are the fucking tunnels, bitch? Because I live here, bitch. Now answer the question, bitch. Come on, let's go. Where are the fucking tunnels located at? Now he want to throw laughing emojis. You was a hoe ass nigga. A hoe ass nigga. Get that hoe ass nigga out of here. Like next thing he gonna throw is laughing emojis because you know I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta pay attention. See how that nigga was lying? I gave him every opportunity. I said, where they located at? Where they located at? Tell us where they at. And instead of informing my audience, he could have made me look stupid. He chose to throw insults. Oh, you're a little zesty. You're a little this. That's what bitches do. You understand what I'm saying? When you don't agree with them or something, like, you're a little zesty, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. Ho, I don't date bitches like you. It doesn't matter. I don't have my social circle set up with bitches like you. Just to be honest with you. And the bitches that are in my social circle, if they heard you talking to me like that, they dump you the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, talk all that shit you want to talk. But the point is, Duke, you couldn't prove. Y'all heard how many times I gave that nigga more than 3. He wrote 5 more insults instead of proving what the fuck he was saying. You know why? Because that's one of them motherfuckers that ain't got 2 devices. How come you ain't got 2 devices? You could have looked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. The reason Staten Island ain't got no fucking tunnels that would span the whole fucking island is because of the fucking water. That's for one. Same thing with Coney Island. Anybody that fucking lives here knows that shit. But you get these motherfuckers, I keep telling you, get these motherfuckers from Minnesota. Well, so-and-so said there's some tunnels. There ain't no fucking tunnels. And if you could pull up a fucking tunnel system for me that's elaborate, I'm not talking about one tunnel that goes somewhere or whatever. No, this motherfucker said there was a system of tunnels in fucking Staten Island. Where they at, bitch? Bitch ass nigga. I was looking at the sky last night, saw one hovering over GA. Man, get that shit the fuck up on out of here, nigga. We don't do that shit over here. You go start that conversation somewhere else. What you talking about that shit? Anyway, this nigga talking about UFOs and shit. That ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, you notice how this bitch motherfucker, and that's why I call him, he deserved the title of a bitch, because I was a bitch. I said, you talking about? I said, no, I'm told you like a man, motherfucker. If you said something, you wouldn't argue with nobody white like that. He wouldn't have went over the anti-LeVay Atwood shit and argue with them like that. That's why I told y'all, for my niggas, listen to me. Right now, when this motherfucker take office, January the 20th, this is your opportunity to get this woke shit out of here. This is your time to attack and get rid of the simp market. This is your time to get rid of the misandrous market. That was a chick that was talking, I could tell, because we no man talk like that. This is your time to get rid of all the clowns and the con artists like this motherfucker. Hey, Rocco. You cocksucker motherfucker. Even the people that were in anti-LeVay Atwood's chat room was saying that you was lying. And that nigga was trying his best not to look at the chat room. I seen you. He was trying his best not to look at the chat room. I said, nigga, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. It was at least out of every 3 or 4 people that was listening to Rocco talk, it was at least fucking 3 to 4 people that was like, yo, this nigga lying. He sound like he lying. I said, this shit sound like a mental ill patient talking. That's what it sounded like. And then after that, and then he topped it all off. And, I was addicted to drugs real bad. I said, oh, get the fuck out of here. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. Nigga said, yo, I was addicted to drugs. I said, I don't want to hear no more. I didn't heard enough. It was bad enough that shit was a lie. But you know what I'm saying? And yes, in my opinion, it was a lie. Fuck you. Don't no motherfucker tell no story like that. Everything's a blank. Anton-LaVey Atwood would ask him a question. He was trying to be fair with him, too. Anton-LaVey Atwood would ask him a question. He was trying to duck the, I don't want to talk about that. Why the fuck not? I might have some pendulity. Man, ain't nobody gonna believe your dope head ass. He looked like he was on dope now. You know what I'm saying? That nigga looked like he was fucked up. That nigga had a whole full Scully on, hoodie over the Scully. And I'm like, you over here interviewing this nigga? Why? Because you don't want nobody to recognize who you are? Nobody knows who you are. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows who you are. And if you want me to believe that a group of anybody out of all the motherfuckers today, this was his story. Yeah, Puff, he said I was special and he picked me out of everybody. This motherfucker ugly as fuck. This nigga look like, you remember the nigga off Mask? You remember that movie Mask? He looked like the nigga off Mask. It was you know what I'm saying? If the shit did happen, at least give him some grace. And no, it wasn't that ugly, motherfucker. Anti-LaVey Atwood, you should know better. Listen, this is what happened when you're trying to interview too many people. I've seen podcasters do this shit all the time. You don't want to take the slow route. You want to take the fast route. But the problem is, when you take the fast route, you end up crashing. You understand what I'm saying? You end up crashing. I done did all that, dog. I got videos on here. I think I got like 4 videos got 1 million+ views. I done that. I got videos on here got 500,000 views. I done that. My total of views now exists somewhere between, I think, like 10 million and some change now. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's 5 years worth of work. I ain't worried about the millions. I done already seen them. I ain't worried about the, you know what I'm saying? The subscribers, I done already seen them. I know what it is. But I know niggas when they get online and they lie about shit and try to make a story from nothing. And that's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like you was one of these bandwagon ass motherfuckers, Rocco. You that want to come on over. Let me join the channel too. I done seen y'all and been watching y'all. Well, nigga, you was taking too many stuttering points. And Anton LaVey Atwood, if you want to be respected like you want to be respected, you understand? Like, listen, man, you respected by the motherfucking niggas you know. We don't know you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just to be fair. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not familiar with you. I had to tap in. Somebody had told me, it was like, yeah, the nigga was over there with the homie. He did an interview about a year ago. So you ain't even know. You've been sitting with the homie and didn't even know it. Now you can go. Bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? My point is, I don't answer random niggas. Like, yeah, we don't do that. I don't go back and forth with random niggas. I just embarrass you. My point is, you gotta watch who you sitting with, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting with liars. You need to vent these niggas. You trying to throw these niggas up on the screen, that gonna get you in a lot of trouble. You understand what I'm saying? You're not a judge, Anton LaVey Atwood. You're a former prisoner. And you need to remember that. See, most people that are former prisoners, they remember that. I was a former prisoner. The way you're moving, dog, and it's funny that you brought shit up, because the way you move and you talk like a CI. And somebody else pointed that out in the conversation. I'm just saying, in my opinion, you move and you talk like a CI. Like niggas might have let you out early or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying it's a theory of mine. I mean, fuck it, you have theories all the time, right? Ain't a problem, right? It's all right, right? You talk like a CI, nigga, and your mans talk like a CI too. So I'm trying to figure out, was y'all niggas let out of jail to like monitor all the gangsters or whatever? Because I just find that weird. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. But I find it weird when a motherfucker get out of jail and they say, well, us three are now going to do a podcast and we're going to do this to make the money back. And then you have a couple years of doing a podcast and the podcast ain't really that successful under your own admission. You say you just got cracking recently when you bought the Jaguar Right and puppy stuff on, right? So it's like, it's weird to me that you got three niggas, you, some nigga that calls himself Bubblegum Yum, you know what I'm saying, which is real weird. Listen, my nigga, your name can't be Bubblegum Yum with a Cassie hairdo onto the side looking like the Hindenburg. Like, that ain't working for me. This nigga, like, he trying to run around act like he a Gaelic warrior. I are the sons of the Irish, Zealand is our way. We're something to the town start, hard we go our way. Hey, hey, we are the man of this, turn around one way. My very, very clean lad, I'm in over it. Hey. So nigga said, shut up, Malcolm X. Damn, bro, you gotta do better than that. You didn't even spell Malcolm right, you dumb motherfucker. Anyway, my point is, them dudes over there, especially fake Thor, because niggas is in the chat room telling this nigga to shut the fuck up. Nigga, I don't do no drugs like that. Like, I don't know what y'all get off doing that, nigga. I don't do no drugs like that. Ain't never did no drugs like that. Your mama probably did drugs like that. That's why you identify with that shit. Go get that hotel. I run over here real quick. You know what I'm saying? I got Sean for. Anyway, long story short, them niggas over there at the Anton LaVey Atwood shit, y'all better be careful, man. I'm just saying, man. This, what you worth, about 150 or something like that? Damn, man, you're gonna need a lot more than that to defend yourself. You know that, right? And I know, like, up until now, you think you've been exempt because, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I be thinking that, because I'll be like, yo, this nigga runs a whole show, and his whole show has been almost every night. And he'll mix in UFO shit and clairvoyant shit, and even that circumnavigates back around to Puff with Jay-Z. I'm like, damn, man, like, you just keep puffing Jay-Z's dick in your mouth like 24 hours a day. Like, what kind of man does that that's been in prison? I mean, like, if you was in prison, did you run your mouth like that in there too? That's the vibes I'm getting. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a nigga, like for me, it'd be like, yo, why that nigga going to the CO office like at 2 o'clock in the morning? Why that nigga going to talk to the sergeant at 3, 4 o'clock? Some niggas might have to run it back. You understand what I'm saying? Some nigga threw a banana and try to assault me. That's some of his crowd. That's what English people do. English people, or people from Europe, they'll throw bananas on the soccer field. If y'all don't know, they'll throw bananas on the soccer field to insult the blacks. So don't be thinking of the English. Listen, you got to realize this. Those countries that you're speaking of, you're talking about prison colonies, and you're talking about a group of people at one time that were brought over here when you're talking about England that were outcast in their country. You understand what I'm saying? They were outcast in their country. You understand what I'm saying? They were outcast in their country. Somebody here trying to write a insult to me. Drew, oh my God, Drew, am I supposed to be like you, Drew? Now I don't have any kids, Drew. Sorry, Drew. Is that meant to insult me, Drew? Oh my God. What confines at the bottom of the motherfucking trailer park do you come from? I already heard the one nigga that was on there talking the most. That nigga is bedridden, right? Nigga, I know an unaccomplished white man when I hear one. Get the fuck out of my chat. I do not deal with unaccomplished white men. You know what I'm saying? Hi, neighbor. I got your mail again today in my mailbox. Why you buying? Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. You my neighbor, sure. You know what? Hold on, because this nigga wrote some sexual shit. Told you these dudes, man. These dudes is crazy, bro. I don't know where all these dudes come from, talking this weird shit. But yeah, man, y'all keep on doing. Y'all showing y'all true color. That's why I keep taking snapshots of their names, because I'm gonna build a whole joint and just put them all out there. You know what I'm saying? For real. This account, this account, this account, this account. So y'all keep on writing them comments, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all going in the real, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody come over to your page and support you in your fuckery. This nigga that was on there was your mama. I know who that one is. That's the weirdo nigga, the fat nigga that I told you live with his uncle. He writes shit like that. That's a weird flake nigga right there. That's a real flake nigga right there. Somebody gonna hurt him. Sooner or later, he gonna catch one. Trust me. Trust me. It ain't gonna be from me, but trust me, somebody gonna do something to him one day. Well, y'all gonna hear about it. Y'all gonna remember what I said. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me, that fat nigga, somebody gonna do something to him. Niggas like that talk like that and move like that or whatever, it's only a matter of time before somebody do something to him. And what's gonna be funny is somebody gonna do something to you at your uncle's house. Watch. He thinks, like, I don't even understand how, like, it makes me think about his family. Because I don't understand how you got an uncle you stay with and he condone all that bullshit you have going on in his house. And in reality, you ain't on no lease, no set or nothing. Yeah, he would have to, what's the name? You know what I'm saying? He would have to kick you out or whatever the case may be. But this nigga is maniacal, nigga. Like, he gets off on fucking with people. He gets off on, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to call him pork chop. That's what I'm talking about. This nigga gets off on fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? But then when somebody fuck with him, he knows exactly how to go to his audience, cry about it. There's a lot of these victim niggas out here. These niggas are, and this is how you know the weak men. You understand? So ladies, pay attention. Y'all notice in this whole live that I've done, it ain't been nothing but men in here talking about sexual innuendos and shit like that, talking about niggas' mouth and all that shit like that. My nigga, I don't have no problem getting bitches. And I'm very less interested in what any nigga got to say about anything with on me. You understand what I'm saying? Because to me, if you looking at another man like that, nigga, what the fuck are you into? But what I have a problem with is, I have a problem with a lot of these subscribers. I have a problem with a lot of these vloggers and these personalities these bloggers are interviewing, right? Like, here goes another man in here. I really need to poop bad. What kind of man writes that in another man's chat room? A homosexual man, that's who. You get what I'm saying? Like, ladies, I get where y'all coming from. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to pay attention to me. A lot of these dudes that y'all trying to date and y'all trying to make y'all husband, their behavior is right here in my chat room. So I understand when y'all meet a nigga and y'all be like, oh, I don't know if I trust some nigga. All these niggas be out here doing that. To be quite honest with you, a lot of these bitches is right. Every day that I go on here, y'all see me go live. When I go live, who be the first motherfuckers writing some shit in here? Men. You understand what I'm saying? Men. And a lot of these niggas is ugly. A lot of these niggas ain't got no pizzazz, ain't got nothing going on, but especially be the ugly niggas. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing more venomous in the world if you are gender and you're a man than a ugly man, a jealous man, or a short man. Those are the three motherfuckers that you have to worry about. A ugly man, a jealous man, or a man that envies you, or listen, ugly men, short men, and jealous men are your biggest dangers if you're a guy. Trying to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga that came back here 7 times writing the same shit. You see this person right here? Those are people that I try to tell you. They try to sell a narrative. Nigga, I'm on the same shit your mama on. That's what. You understand what I'm saying? With your mother on. How's that whore doing anyway? She know you've been on here for 3 years with no motherfucking subscribers. You fucking loser. Anyway. Yo, why short men? Because short men have a short man complex a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Short man, look, it went from meth to crack to heroin. God damn, y'all need to make up your mind. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna work in a tandem and teams, y'all got to do it correctly. All right, y'all can't just be doing it and just dishing out shit or whatever. Is that meant to denounce me? Is that meant? That means nobody should be paying attention to what I'm saying. This is your way of let me come in there and write some shit in the chat room. I'll make all his subscribers follow me and stop following him. I hate the views that he's getting. You hating ass bitch ass nigga. You hoe ass motherfucker. You gotta be. Listen. I don't flag nobody's pages. I assure you. I just don't get off on like. I think that shit is sucker shit. I think it's sucker shit to go into somebody's chat room and write dumb shit. It's sucker shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know if it come to Pork Chop or 3 of these other vloggers, nigga. If we met in person, you know what fucking time it is, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You know what time it is, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Let me give you some example. I told this nigga this, so I don't even say nothing to him no more because it don't need to be said no more. You understand what I'm saying? But Pork Chop, you know the vibes. And I told you a year ago, what I tell you? I said, yo, listen, it may not be right now, but we're going to go out for some drinks, homie. We're going to have some drinks. But I'll let you know what the business is. So you believe what you want to believe. You want to play this little undercover game where you find and hide and shit. Same thing with you, Stormic Ho-Ho. You a hoe-ass nigga too. You know what I'm saying? This is a nigga that they still donate to this man, right? They still donate to this man. This man was on his channel literally promoting a woman that promotes eugenics being specifically used on motherfucking black male babies. And somehow or another, this pansy punk motherfucker was able to continue to this day with people liking him. It's not a problem with the vlog, it's a problem with the mentality of the vloggers. The vlogger subscribers are fucking sheep, bro. Who the fuck follows behind with that? And then you got to go in the next room and look at your son. But yet and still, there was women in this fucking chat, this community room and a chat room. We're so glad you're back. The bitch's name is Cynthia. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, so you forgot the rest. We're so glad you're back, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia, they donated so much money to this bitch talking down on black male babies, and she's a black woman, that this bitch was able to get her own house. She wasn't worried about chicks out here getting touched and nothing like that. She went and bought her own house, fixed up shit with furniture. But this is the shit you can do if you a black female in the black community and you just yell, I'm a victim. Them bitches will give you money just like that. But the men, they'll be like, no, make them niggas suffer. That's why I be like, nowadays, I don't be trying to play cap to save a hoe. I ain't gonna hold you because I'll be feeling like, all right, these bitches hate us, or I've been in situations where I've helped black chicks before and it'll backfire on you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead serious. Like, you'll see, I remember one time we had this black chick, she was fighting with her boyfriend or whatever, and we was just watching this shit, and this one dude, he went to jump in it. The bitch and the nigga started jumping him. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's like, it's no thank you, no nothing. Like, I just really am at a crossroads now of how you know what I'm saying? Nigga, go fuck yourself. I'm at a crossroads now when it comes to, like, how I interact with black American women. I'm very, 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 how can I say? Because we're in this whole thought culture and this whole like toxic culture, like Zeb wrote down the bottom there, and this whole embrace everything that's fuckery, jabber that's going on or whatever. This is really what niggas is doing. A lot of people don't want to sit here and admit it, but this is what's going on. A lot of people don't know how to convey that. That's why I went off on dude early. He was talking about, oh, that's a little extreme, brother, and all that, man. Keep that 90s shit back there. Nigga, I heard that shit back then, nigga. We in a different life. It's 2025, nigga. These niggas will take you out and chop you down with the extendo clip. What the fuck are you thinking? And y'all hear any of these old pow ass niggas talking like that in 2025, you need to leave them niggas back in the past, because that's where they belong, in the past. These niggas are not equipped to what's going on right now. They're not cute to what's going on right now. Only thing they want to do is sit back and get synopsis of what they think is going on, synopsis or regurgitations of information that was out back in 1991, 81, 82. And you know, this brother, and I throw jargon in there like that here and there, but for the most part, everything that you're going to flex with here and everything that you're going to hear here is going to be new shit. I don't want to talk about what happened in 2000. I don't want to talk about what happened in 98. How come we didn't hear this story back then? We want to know the truth and all that foul shit y'all talking about. No, what you want to do is you want to embarrass somebody. And as God is hearing it and as God is seeing it, he's seeing it the same way. You are what they call an addition to sin. A lot of these people down here, they really think that they living under God's testament. Oh, we just telling the truth. We just telling. You're not telling the truth, motherfucker. Especially if you're somebody like Rocco. Hey, yo, Rocco. Like this fucking ugly motherfucker that got on there with Anton LaVey. Listen, man, you can't even get bitches to fuck you. I can look at you and tell. That nigga can't get bitches to fuck him. Did y'all see this ugly motherfucker? Nigga was so ugly, he had a Scully and a hat on like this. Yeah, and puffing it. I said, man, if you don't get the fuck off the screen line, and then just the ad salt. Y'all don't believe me? Go back and watch Anton LaVey Atwood's channel and look for that Rocco nigga and play back the live chat and tell me what you see. Is that fair? Tell me what you see. Because what I see is a chat full of motherfuckers that was like, there was regular people that be over there, and they just like, yo, I don't believe this nigga. This nigga lying. So that Lamisha chick and Huggy Pamp was putting out there, you know what I'm saying? That changed the game. You understand what I'm saying? That changed the whole game. The whole game has changed now. Now it's up for grabs. Now everybody's out here. You got to prove what you're saying to us. Rocco didn't prove what he was saying. Nigga, did you live in East Hampton or West Hampton? Because if you lived in West Hampton and you told him your dad just worked for the city and then it turned around, he moved to Minnesota, I got lost right there. You said, me and my dad and my uncle, and then you said your grandfather worked for, who worked for the city? Let me tell you this. It don't matter if you was in construction, nigga, unless you ran the construction company. You understand what I'm saying? Or a partner in the construction company. Ain't no fucking laborer living in West Hampton unless you 60-something fucking years old, which leads me to believe, you understand what I'm saying? Because you living off that pension or whatever from that state job. Maybe then you could afford a house. You understand what I'm saying? But that part is part of my area. It's an extension of my area, to be quite honest with you. I live here in Connecticut, and I'm trying to tell you the average house out there started like, I don't know, 1.8, 1.6. How the fuck you making that off a construction salary? Even if you have 1.6, most motherfuckers that work construction, they ain't gonna buy no $1.6 million house because they know the setback and trying to take care of it. 50 Cent used to have a house out here he bought from Mike Tyson, right? He bought that house from Mike Tyson, and they lived in that house, I think, a year, 2 years. Him and the G Unit people and all that. He used to use it for a studio and all that. That house sat on the market literally for 12 years out here in Connecticut because it was so much to upkeep it. 50 is quoted as saying he was spending $12,000 a month keeping up and maintaining that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So now if you retired or whatever, right? At that point, what happens is your pension ain't going to pay for that shit. Your pension ain't going to, like, who the fuck are you to start a mortgage at 65? You understand what I'm saying here? So that means I want to know if you lived in East Hampton or West Hampton. I'm figuring you lived in East Hampton and you meant you went to go party over at the beach and all that in West Hampton. That's what that sounds like. And you need to be a little bit more correct with that. See, buddy, you talking to people that don't live here. I live in this area. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about that in a whole nother live. We ain't doing that right now because I don't want them to have to go too far to figure out what I'm saying right now. What time is it? 6:38? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we about to end this right here. Whatever I said, what I had to say about that shit. But the Rocco nigga, he's definitely a dub. I don't believe it. Nigga, listen, I'm right here. If you got something to say, you got some thoughts about it, whatever, come holler at me. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't believe you, Sean. I don't believe you at all. And that crowd, that ain't my crowd, didn't believe you either. More than a couple of them in there. So Anton LaVey Atwood, I would say to you this: watch the motherfuckers you have on your show. Some of them are corny as fuck, some of them are lying. And this is the second liar, it appears to me, that you had on your show, Bubby. Mike Tyson would be easily beaten by the greatest fighter called, man, shut the fuck up, nigga. We said Mike Tyson's house. This nigga wanted to change the shit into what he want to talk about. Uh-huh. You his girlfriend? You Bubblegum's girlfriend? That's who you are? You Bubblegum's girlfriend? Or Bubblegum just using your motherfucking, what's the name? You said Scotland? Okay, I thought you said New Zealand. All right, so shout out to Helen. Shout out to CT Fishing. Shout out to Deandra Wilson. Yeah, that's what's up, Deidre. You know, make sure you hit the cash app. You see a pin right there below if you really want me to have a good year. King of current events. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's what's up. Zed, I already know who you are. Zed's always here. Canavataro. You Brazilian, huh? That sounds like Portuguese. It might be Portuguese or it might be, let me see. Yeah, it might be Portuguese or Italian. Depending on the dialect of Italian. You keep being a man. Thank you very much, Helen. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, man. Your ignorance speak fucking. Some nigga said, my ignorance speak English. I told you that's what they all like to do. They all like to pretend like they smart now. So they all said, I'm gonna talk the Queen's English and what I find from the lexicon or the blah 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 blah. You know what I found in life after working with the music industry for 17 years? People in the music industry and people in higher echelons of life, they sniff out motherfuckers that talk like that. See, who they hire, let me give you a little secret. The reason you see the Jay-Z's and the Puffies and the Babies and all these other different artists or whatever, and these CEOs, and they made it to the echelon of who they are because they weren't afraid to be themselves. The Snoop Dogs, they go back and buy the record company they were once signed to. See, so when you get people like this that are tiered people, as I would like to refer to them as, when you get people like this that are tiered people, right? It benows me, and I just want to go into what this person said right here. Hold on one second. Where did they go? It's I missed the comment. I must have YouTube removed it now. But when you get people to come in and they say all kinds of shit about these people, please realize they don't equate to them in any form or fashion. Not monetarily, not star-wise or whatever. In fact, they have to use these people in order to become anybody. These people wasn't around. These people wasn't kicking it. The one nigga that's talking the most about Puff and Jay-Z, this nigga was in jail the whole time of all these events happening. This nigga did 9 years in jail and he was a crackhead. You understand what I'm saying? He was a pillhead, whatever, excuse me, not a crackhead, a pillhead. You know what I'm saying? And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's been added on to his story that I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to leave it from other bloggers to talk about. I don't do shit like that. Like, that's not my thing to get up on here and start rumors about people, whatever. But if I can prove some shit, I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that. But somebody on here said, speak English. Dude, I will say once again, if you live in a world where you think somebody's octave dictates or the way they're executing their English or whatever you want to say, to me, that sounds like a motherfucker that's a wannabe. And in the business world, most of the time, they always get rid of the wannabes, whether it's Wall Street, whether it's music industry, whether it's film industry. The wannabes never go very far. The kiss asses, the shoe shiners, they never go very far. They'll be like, oh, I'm an executive producer over here. You're executive producer, but who run the movie house that got to distribute the motherfucking movie? So you're not even in the circumference of them. And there's a reason why. We got to make you feel like you somebody in that position. So when you've been around bosses all your life, you understand, like I have, I'm talking about real bosses. For me, and whether it's a street game or whether it's the music game, both, because the niggas I ran with in the street are legendary. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You know what I'm saying? Like none whatsoever. Like when niggas say pushing, it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. No lie. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? England definitely not Scottish. Hello, they got different. I hear fine. Thank you very much. Yeah. But you'll get these motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers that want you to talk in the Queens. And they don't have the same resume as me. They didn't work in the music industry for an amount of years. They didn't go to college anywhere. They feel like reading a book. That's why another thing you'll know too. Any motherfucker that push out, what's the last book that you read? That's a motherfucker that doesn't have a secondary collegiate and hasn't attended a secondary collegiate institution. That's why they compensate with that word. I wrote a book. Oh, I read a book. Yeah, because you never went to a collegiate fucking institution. Nigga, you late. You trying to Trump or Kamala. Nigga, suck a dick. Anybody come in here with that that somebody's name in a question mark, you automatically get blocked. Anybody come in here with that high school shit, Joe or fucking Trump, shit like that, you're blocked. I don't fuck with people like that. That's some weird shit y'all doing. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. That's some weird shit that y'all do. I don't like it. I think it's strange. I don't think it's humorous. Like, take that shit on with the kids, man. Go do that with your high school friends, not me. Anyway, and we don't allow no kids here. So if you under fucking 22 years old, get the fuck out of my chat before I go tell your mother and father. All right. So Helen Jealous, thank you for tuning in. Who else is up in here? Seven Better, would you say? I ain't reaching that name. CT Fishing. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later, CT Fishing. I got you, because I got some good information about that. I'm sorry, Happy New Year. Continue to be blessed. You be blessed, you at the Cash App. You over there don't. I've seen her name before. She go over there and donate to everybody else, but come over here and tell me you have a continue blessed year. Give me them fake congratulations, bitch. Fuck out of here. Say, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, there was this corny motherfucker called Born to Do It. Did I block that nigga? Let me make sure I block this motherfucker because I do never want him here again. Some nigga talking about he 12. You get the fuck out of here. I appreciate that. Born to Do It. Yeah, this is some nigga named Born to Do It. Let's get this nigga the fuck up out of here. He had wrote something else too. Zed, Uniscene, shout out to you. Oh, no, not shout out to you. This is another weird nigga, and I'm gonna report this nigga too, because this nigga wrote some perverted shit. If you write some perverted shit, like some shit that's not needed, like we're not even talking about D, we're talking about Jay-Z today. So if you writing that, that means you come from some blogger that has put me in arms with that, and that's funny to me because a lot of you niggas think y'all hidden and you're not hidden. I told you, this motherfuckers just ain't got to you yet. You can believe what you want to, but I'm telling you, this niggas ain't got to you yet. That's all. They preoccupied with other things. Well, you ain't got to try to like nothing. You can get the fuck out of my shit. Shout out to F. Shout out to Mala. I'm just reading back here. Some nigga named Ghost Outside. Shout out to him. Let's get this nigga up out of here. Yeah, I literally have to. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button or whatever. Davin, I respect you, fam, for Mo Problem. Shout out to you. Some goofy ass nigga named Mark. Somebody, you got a booger in your nose. See what I mean? These weird ass niggas. These some weird ass dudes. Let's get this nigga out of here. I saw this nigga here the other day. He been here for like 2 months and he never donated one time. Here's some nigga telling me, hello, how are you? I'm the boy you saw. I ain't say it was a boy, nigga. I said it was a grown ass man that got into a fight, you sucker ass nigga. Yeah, and hold on 1 second. Yeah, we gonna make sure people like you ain't on here. Any nigga that writes shit like that, let me tell you something. Y'all don't be paying attention to this. Anybody that writes crazy shit like that in your chat room or whatever, you gotta realize this is the same type of motherfucker that would attack a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Like that crazy motherfucker that a lot of these crazy dudes like that run over people and shit like that. A lot of these people, I like to get info that's aggressive. Have you considered teaching? Nah, Chad, I ain't considered teaching at all. I don't want to teach. I just tell what I tell, whatever. If I had to make a what's the name? Oh, here goes some bitch. I'm like, you sound that. I'm gonna get that bitch too. Fuck that bitch. For real. You know what I'm saying? That bitch was talking mad crazy. Real brazy. Now she called me a dumb. Where are their tunnels? Like, and I said, well, can you explain where their tunnels at? I'm a dumb prick. She would hear, I'm a dumb prick. Okay, so where are the tunnels at in Staten Island? That's all you had to tell us. Instead, this bitch wrote 5 more motherfucking insults because could tell us where the tunnels were. See what I mean? Like these motherfuckers just sit out here and proclaim shit. Y'all giving them money and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all like, I don't know. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. I don't know if Black Americans are kind of slow now or what it is. Like, don't it seem like they're a little slowish now, like a little special needish? Like they just rather sit around and gossip. That's what I said before. I said in my comment, I said, yo, you know what? I'm tight because your mama had you at 13. That's why. I'm tight because your mama had you at 13. Trust me when I tell you, when these niggas be talking about that unk shit, really what they trying to do is they trying to call you an old nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because their mama had them when they were 13 years old. Don't pay attention to them niggas. All right, so we gonna look up something. Tunnels under Staten Island. Let's see what we can find. Under Staten Island. Hey, who knows? I might be wrong. Doubt it. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't even come up though. It literally doesn't even come. I'm gonna show y'all 2 seconds. Yeah, vehicular tunnels, subway tunnels, and hidden underground spaces. But it does see, and that's the same thing I was talking about. The Holland Tunnel and the Lincoln Tunnel are both automobile tunnels that run under the Hudson River. That's true, but they're automobile tunnels. The Holland Tunnel connects Lower Manhattan to Jersey City. See what I'm saying? That's what I was telling y'all about Jersey just a little while ago. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You sound stupid as shit. This nigga said, yo, you gay for thinking about tunnels. Like, what? Y'all niggas ain't even putting shit in the right quotations. Jose Sanders' Journey live stream calls Black people the N-word with a high R. You should address him. He makes fun of you. What is his name? Jose Sanders? I don't even know this nigga. Now, I'm not addressing him. Nigga ain't getting no blues from me. That's a goofy nigga that never been nowhere. Why should I argue? I don't never argue with niggas that, and I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here too, bitch, because you a tattletale. But anyway, like I don't never argue with niggas that ain't got no flow. Like niggas ain't got no flow. That's what they do. They attach themselves like fucking succubus, and they try to like they try to eat off of you. So if I address this nigga, I say something about this nigga, it's a big up for him, and not for me. I don't know this nigga. I don't give a fuck what he say. You can say whatever fuck you want to say. It don't remove reality. Like this whole reverence for acting like you 12 or 13 years old, talking about, oh, the man fell up under this person. That resonates with the nigga crowds. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. Jag do a lot of this shit I do, cussing niggas out and all that shit or whatever. And I can agree with some people. When she get on white programs, she don't do that. And a lot of these niggas, they the same way. They get in the face of somebody white, they ain't gonna say none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? They're not gonna say none of that shit. What they'll do is they'll sit there and stare and coattail, tap dance or whatever. You mean this way, boss? You understand? You mean this way, boss? You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what to say. I just say this. I don't know like who a hobo or who what. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying is, yeah, I don't know, man. These niggas is weird. Like these niggas sit around and they just gossiping all day. I've never seen so many men in my life just sit around gossiping. Like that shit is crazy. Like ladies, I understand what y'all talking about. Y'all got niggas that's gossiping more than y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Guess what, girl? Hey, girl. Ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't give out no emails, man. I don't even give a fuck. I don't care what he say. He tell him continue on his shit. Do the nigga know me in real life? Let me tell you what. I'm gonna leave you on here, Felicia, and you be like, this ass a nigga. Have you ever met that nigga in real life? And if he says no, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he got to do. He lives in a tent in his viewer's garage. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't care. I definitely ain't concerned then. You know what I'm saying? That's a low budget nigga. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga that pick up the spirit and like when I talk about motherfucker, I talk about him because of pure simple fact. Like that's what's on my mind at that time. I'm not looking for like for Anton LaVey Atwood. The reason I say his name like that, I can say his real, you know what I mean? But I don't because I'm not looking to get nothing from that man. I don't want to be on your show. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be cool with you. Ain't no motherfucking reason why we should be sitting down. Even after the puff shit is done. You know what I'm saying? Even after the puff shit is done. Nigga, I would not concern myself with talking to a suck ass nigga like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a lot of these niggas are race baiters. He's probably the nigga that came into my chat room one day and was trying to say something to me. If his name is Jose or whatever. A lot of Latinos that are light skinned or whatever, they really like. This is a secret. A lot of light skinned Latino dudes, if you pay attention to them real quick, you can catch it. The nigga will dress black, he will talk black and everything else, but then he'll turn around and be like, Nick Fuentes. That name sounds familiar. I just don't know who that is. Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's the nigga that was with Kanye. They'll do that shit, but at the same time, they dress black, walk black, talk black, everything else, call you a nigga, all kinds of shit or whatever. It's funny to me. And so I'll be like, well, okay, well, my nigga, what are you doing? You trying to replace black dudes or some shit like that? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, this shit is weird to me. Like, I've had niggas walk past me and straight up know I'm half Latino, like speak Spanish to me and everything. The niggas will try to act more, I don't know if you want to say African American than an actual African American. And then like there'll be bitches that'll be beside. I'm gonna have to say the same thing. It'd be light skinned bitches to be with them, and it'd be I don't date on negro. You don't care on negro. Da, 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 da. And I'd be like, bitch, you dating a nigga that want to be a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga you with want to be a black nigga. You can't look at this nigga and tell that. You know what I'm saying? I know how traditional Latinos dress. They don't dress like black American dudes. They don't make rap music. They make bolero, you know, like salsa, shit like that. Like, so it's funny. That's why I get some of y'all conversations. I'm gonna have continued conversations about the Fat Joe thing and the FBA shit. I still say with that FBA shit, they don't help no fucking body out but themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're very easy. They're spectators, so they're very easy to manipulate. That's the point. You know, when you get people that like a lot of people say this in Latin culture, there's an identity crisis happening in Latin culture right now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I probably will. But there's an identity thing that's happening in Latino culture, and it hasn't happened in a long time, where you have people that are Latino that have been here for, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 years, right? And if you're talking about Puerto Ricans, much longer than that. Puerto Ricans started coming to the United States in like late 30s or 40s because of the Jones-Stafford Act. I told people about this before. The Jones Act is actually a maritime act, and it allowed Puerto Rico to become a territory of the United States, unlike the other islands where they have to file for, or file for asylum and all these things or whatever. It's been like that since the 1920s, the Jones Act, and then it was amended to the Jones-Stafford Act. One of the senators was from Maine, I believe, and the other senators from Virginia. Yeah, I ain't here to talk about beef though, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna be, like reading all that shit. That's cool. I appreciate that information. If you really want to help out, make sure you hit the Cash App or whatever. But people like me, I don't get donated to. They only donate to liars and people. I saw a nigga get $100 donation and whatever. A lot of it depends on how much your heart you're willing to tap dance. I don't tap dance for niggas on here, so I don't get blessed. I have to just depend on Google. You see what I'm saying? So it's all good. I ain't worried about that. You know what I mean? It come with the territory. But nah, don't know FBA people donate to me and haven't. When I was fucked up during the COVID thing, it was FBA people that was sitting there laughing at me. They didn't even know what was going on in New York City. And then later on, as news started spreading how bad the city was affected, then they started, deducing it down a little bit. But initially, it was like, he, yeah. Black American people can be very, 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 very mean. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like the questions you're asking, and you seem like you're trying to start trouble. I don't like what that bitch was saying. That bitch was asking too many questions. Well, she was saying too much shit and not donating a motherfucking dime. Bitch, I'm not interacting with you for free. If you were a bitch, that's probably a dude. I don't interact with motherfuckers for free, bitch. You get like 2 or 3 motherfucking things read, and that's it. I don't fuck with you like that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up on off of here. Like I said, y'all got better, YouTubers to go look at or whatever and give y'all money too. So y'all go handle with them. All right. I appreciate everybody that stopped through. Um, Thanks for making sure. Like for my thing, and I ain't gonna insult y'all. Not. I'm not. I just got to end off with this. There's a thing that I read in the FBA little rule book or whatever. Like I said, I ain't the type of nigga that I'm gonna be a hating nigga regardless. I'm gonna be the nigga that everybody subscribe to, but they don't want to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to support. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason or whatever. Most of this, if not all of it, was started by African Americans. They're very mean people that are probably like a 70-75% rate. Most of them don't like each other. If they sit up there and they tell you all that FBA shit, it's a fucking scam. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all go along with the scam because that's pretty much, it seems like, what African Americans do. They only, if let me tell you something, if you have attraction to people that do scams, it's because you're a scammer. You understand what I'm saying? If you have if you can, I can say, if you can resonate with people that have low IQs, it's probably because you have a low IQ. You understand what I'm saying? For the people that want to give you money or whatever like that all the time, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But I got a little prediction. I said this before. That little gossip market's going to come to an end. You understand what I'm saying? Sooner than probably later. And a lot of people, they ain't gonna be prepared for it or whatever the case may be, and that's fine. I don't care. But you're gonna see this whole I don't know what you want to call it, the tea market or whatever. It's all gonna dissipate. It's all gonna dissipate. Trust me when I tell you this. It's all gonna dissipate. The money is already drying up in it. The people and the faces that have been curating it for the whole time, they getting bored. Got to flow out. It's gonna start flowing out. Y'all gonna see it around about March. They're gonna think that, oh, that's gonna be the highlight. No. That's gonna be when you start. There's some things have been built in order. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, y'all ain't gonna be prepared for it, but y'all see. You'll see. So I just wanted to say that. What's the next thing I wanted to say? When it comes to that FBA shit, because I see a couple of them, they keep writing on this one post that I put up about Math Hoffa, whatever. I ain't backing up, man. Shout out to Math Hoffa. For this FBA shit or whatever, I don't give a fuck what you like, bitch. I could care fuck what else you like. Nigga, get the fuck out of my shit. So let me guess. The bitch sent you over here, nigga. I don't know you, and I'm not saying your name either, you fat fucking loser. I don't know you. I don't know you. This nigga came here and talking about you talking about me. No, the bitch you sent over here was talking about you. You see how that went? Y'all saw that, right? Look, 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 look. Look, 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 look. After I blocked that other motherfucking bitch, remember I told you that bitch was in here talking too much? Yo, I'm Jose Sanders. You talking about me? So the bitch went over there and told him, oh, he's live right now. He's talking about you. No, nigga, the bitch you sent over here. You understand? You see that, right? You see that? I try to tell you. That's the type of niggas they fuck with over here on YouTube. Thank you, Lady Sparkle. You see that fuck nigga shit, right? Like, who the fuck? I'm looking at this goofy ass nigga. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? I don't even know this nigga. This nigga looks funny as hell, too. I gotta go look at his page later on. I don't know who this nigga is. Jose Sanders Journey live stream. Like, why the fuck are you talking about me? I don't even know you. Weird ass niggas, bro. You see what I mean? It's always men. I'm trying to tell you, ladies, listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. 72% of African American men and something like 47% of motherfucking Latin women have raised kids by themselves. Therefore, these men act like bitches. You understand what I'm saying? They want to talk like bitches. They act like bitches. They are bitches. You know what I'm saying? That was the stupidest comment I've ever heard in my fucking life. Why did you choose to be an old black man and not a young? Like, that is fucking crazy. Are you like, that's a drug addict talking? Like, this shit they put on here ain't nothing going on. It's some shit. I don't fuck with niggas with cartoon emojis. This nigga got the Lion King as his fucking. Y'all give me a second. This is like a big high school. Like the niggas that talk on here, they're high schoolish. The personalities, they don't even never peep that. It's like a whole bunch of high school shit going on. Like, we don't like you because you said this, that, that. Listen, man, that FBA shit is phony, dog. And y'all gonna find that shit out. You understand what I'm saying? Only thing these niggas do is sit around and give you a post. That's the FBA. We're everywhere, don't you know? We're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, all the white-owned publication apps. How about black apps? You don't need any black? No, no, no. We ain't on no black apps yet. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't even got our own app yet. We just on the white apps. You know, we on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube. We the FBA. Oh, God. Hey, man, you ain't got a better one than that one, man, because you a low frequency. He said Rocky from T-Mobile. Dumbass nigga that been on here for 10 years and only got 54 subscribers. You loser motherfucker. Oh, God, you go another nigga. And then you sound like the police. This nigga said, do you smoke? You little cop ass nigga. These are men. Are y'all paying attention? These are men. These men, most of them, they feel in competition with me. That's what it is. I feel sorry for them. Appreciate you, Manuel. Make sure you hit that Cash App, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, hit the like button. I appreciate that, too. It's a lot of weird niggas out here, man. I just deal with it. I keep pushing. That's all. I just keep pushing. Some gonna break up for me anyway. One day somebody gonna come through here. They gonna be like, yo, Sean. He go like, nah, don't put no more than this either if y'all hear this. Oh, man. Here goes some nigga talking about, this nigga said your hat circumcised your head, bro. Do y'all see this nigga Dave, what he wrote? Your hat circumcised you head, bro. What the fuck does that even mean? My head is circumcised? You're a guy, dog. You're a guy that's been on here for 11 years with 6 subscribers, and you in people's chat rooms writing shit like that, nigga? Like, seriously? These dudes is off the chain, bro. Now I see what you girls mean. Girls, y'all got niggas like this to date. These niggas is in here throwing passes at me and shit. I got niggas in here throwing passes at me. These niggas want to date a nigga. Like, what is going on? Y'all didn't watch the whole fucking show with me for the past 2. Ain't been nothing in here but guys talking fucking weird shit, dude. Guys. Oh, here go Starbucks World 2. They go do the classic one. N-I-G-G-R. Let me guess, you go write each one of it in a different column, right? Okay, Scar Fox. Oh God, really what it is just a bunch of ugly niggas. A lot of these ugly niggas, they be mad, so they be saying like little shit, man. It don't matter to me, bro. I'm still gonna get bitches. My nigga is still gonna be wavy. I'm always gonna be that nigga. Like, nah. Yeah, good night. Yeah, good night, B. Good night. Mm-mm-mm. This is crazy. Now I see what the women be meaning. That's what the women be meaning now. They be like, yo, obrigado, Brazil. Obrigado. Yeah, man. I know your mama had you when she was 14, right? Yeah. You a fresh little young nigga, right? How old are you? About 20? You had your own baby now, babies. Let me guess, you gotta walk through a puddle of piss to get to your apartment. I know. How old was your mama when she had you? 13? How old was your mama when she had you? Yeah, how old was your mama when she had you? Go ask your mama, Kevin Brooker. Go in the other room, ask your mom, because I know you still live with her. You 22, yeah, your mama had you when you was about 13 or 14, didn't she? Come on, be honest, nigga. Your mama had you when she was about 13, 14, didn't she? Huh? That's why you ain't saying that, because your mama had you when you were 30. I know y'all niggas. I know y'all niggas. Team the offspring of motherfucker. She was 22. So your mama 44. Your mama 40. How come your mama wasn't going to college at 22? You still a loser in here lying. Your mama was a teen mama. Your mama had you when she was about 12, 13 years old. How old is your mom right now? Tell us quick. How old is your mom right now? How old is your mom? Nigga, you just wrote about, look, y'all, look at the chat room. He wrote at first he was 22. Then he writes down here he's 24. Which one is it, Goofy? Are you 22 or are you 24? So you bumped it up to 24 to hide the fact that your mama had you when she was 13 motherfucking years old. Your mama, she was 22 and she's 46. Nigga, you wrote the first comment, you said you was 22. Now look right there where it say, I bet these kids 12 with Michael Gomez. Look right below him. That was the first time I asked him how old he was. He said he was 22. Then he switched it up to 24 to make it add up and make sense. Your mama wasn't born in 78, nigga. You lying. Your mama was a teen mama. Your mama was a whore. Your mama was a whore. That's another thing that Black Americans do too. They'll try to cover up the story and shit. They'll be like, no, not mama. Your mother was a whore. Your mother was getting bent over at motherfucking in times she shouldn't have been getting bent over at that time. You understand what I'm saying? Don't come in my motherfucking chat room talking that dumb shit. All these niggas are so age conscientious now. You would think that African Americans never went through any suffering, or Latin Americans. You would think they never went through any suffering the way they be talking. Oh, well, I come from this. They all parrot each other or whatever. Like, it's as funny as hell to me. I ain't worried about it. Let me tell you, from the bottom of my heart, I am not worried about what no metrics of any, besides people that I care about. I am not worried about the metrics of any modern commoner nigger. All right? And y'all can put that with the ER. I will repeat for you. I am not interested in the thoughts or the metrics of any low ball, low tiered ass Latino or black niggas. Okay, I'm not. That means they ain't not an exclusive to motherfuckers. Ain't never did as much as I done did in life. Ain't never had the same jobs as me. Ain't never went to college. And some of these motherfuckers ain't even graduated high school. You currently live with your girlfriend sleeping on the sofa. You currently you got the free phone that your girl was supposed to get when she traded in her phone, but she gave you the free phone. So now you on a shared plan with her. Y'all type of niggas. Think I don't know the difference? I got niggas all over here. Nigga, if you live with somebody else, don't be in my chat room talking shit. You know what I'm saying? How about this? You go jump off a bridge. How about that? Once again, another man. Fat Joe is not a good example. The FBA is a good example. It's fraud. Let me ask you something, Da Vinci Red, since you got so much to say. Let me ask you this. What has the FBA done for Black Americans? Go ahead. I'll wait for you. Somebody in my chat room right now tell me what the FBA that you know for a personal fact has done for African Americans. I'll wait. I'm going to be silent. I'm going to let y'all tell me what the FBA has done. Because on that charter thing, it says and this is the thing that's confusing too. On that charter thing that's online, I'll show it to you too. It says a person need only have one parent that was considered FBA to be considered FBA. Well, a lot of these people that y'all talking about, they'll say, oh, that person's African, they got an American parent. Like in my example, I got an American parent. You know what I'm saying? So what I don't understand is if you say in your own charter, right? If you say in your own charter, I'm not talking about who boy hip hop. That's a silly ass conversation. Niggas is out here getting ran over by cars and shit. Y'all talking about who boy hip hop first. Y'all some dumb motherfuckers. That's why I said most African Americans, they will be demised if some shit went off tomorrow. Because these niggas is worried about what's happening. What happened with Puffy? What happened with Fat Joe? We invented hip hop. Like, that's why I tell you, you gotta watch the niggas is leading y'all, nigga. These niggas, it's shit, all kinds of shit happening around y'all on the first day of the year, and y'all motherfuckers out here with the same shit from 2024. Oh, we got another update from Diddy. We got another update from Jay-Z. It's rather pathetic at this point, dog. It really is. It's like, it's pathetic. How come every time somebody melanated tries to start something to help our people or explain something about our people, everybody wants to tear down, including our own kind? I don't know. You have to ask your own kind. Let me give you an example. Your own kind right now is the ones that's online the most, and other people are talking about it just as much, including Stephanie Mills. Shout out to the legendary singer Stephanie Mills because she said the same shit. You know what I'm saying? She said, it's mighty funny to me. We see all these black people online today, and they specifically are not targeting anything but black people. Y'all using that term, our people, and all that shit, a lot out of term nowadays. Don't come on this motherfucker talking about our people, us, we, them. First of all, I'm half Cuban, nigga. That's for one. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, I don't like the fact when niggas be coming on here talking about that we, us, them, and they shit or whatever, but they ain't hit my cash app, you see it right there. Until you hit my cash app and support me financially, nigga, there is no SM and them and us and all that shit or whatever, because that's what productive cultures do. They help one another. They don't believe it. It don't matter if they, I already talked about that before, but we're not here to do no Q&As either. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. These bitch ass niggas want to come in your chat room, ask all kinds of questions and shit, but don't donate a dime. Fuck you. This ain't no Q&A, bitch. I don't do Q&As. You understand what I'm saying? That's a fake Christian. Get them out of here. Anyway, I know a fake Christian when I smell one. I know the difference between a fake Christian and a real Christian. I was around real Christians. So that's how I know a fake Christian that really hides their narcissism behind Christian belief. I'm going to be dating a black girl. Do you have any advice for me? Yeah, get the fuck out of my chat room, Matt. Suck a dick. Anyway, like I said, this is not a Q&A, bitch. I don't answer questions. Like, these niggas be funny as hell. Well, nigga, they ain't help me. And my ex-girlfriend was Muslim, a real Muslim, not no Nation of Islam Muslim. My girl was a Sunni Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? Now, ain't no old man here, but whatever you want to put there, AT2, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? AT2 fucks with kids, by the way, y'all. That's the rumor. Since you want to be over here in my chat room every day or whatever, with his little minions, that was a rumor going around about the nigga, that the nigga fuck with kids. So make sure y'all investigate that too, or y'all over there licking the corner of his ass. All right? Make sure y'all investigate that too. Because that was a rumor. Since you want to, start all these rumors about people that are completely not true. But yeah, keep it up, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing shit different this year. I thought about it. I said, well, when niggas is fighting a certain way, you got to fight them back a certain way. This nigga's been online for a minute talking all kinds of like bullshit about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, really? Jay-Z did it. You know, don't you? Because you hung around with Jay-Z, didn't you? You went so far as you called yourself JMZ right after it because you hate Jay-Z. He definitely did it. You've been over here 4 years with 23 subscribers. Everybody say all right to JMZ, who went out of his way to call himself JMZ after Jay-Z. You cocksucker, hypocrite motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my chat room, you hoe ass nigga. On here talking about Jay-Z and his name JMZ. Get the fuck out of my chat room, you dumb motherfucker. These dumb motherfuckers. Oh, man, that woke shit didn't turn y'all stupid. Everybody was smart back in 2019. What happened? The pandemic happened. Some of these bitch-ass vloggers got on here. Y'all niggas is dumb now as a motherfucker. Y'all can be led to anything. I'd probably leave one of these niggas to jump off a bridge if I wanted them to. Anyway, let me see something real quick. Then I'm going to get up off of here because I don't like talking too much with these niggas, bro. These niggas is corny. All right, well, that's what's up. I'm going to get up on off here. I ain't fucking with niggas no more. Like I said, I've been on here enough. I got what I needed out of y'all. Y'all have a good night.